guy who is now the assistant AD, was their head coach, and he was able, him being a university alum against the head coach at the time at Waco High, which was Kwame. He was able to eke out a victory and for their first victory in the reunited series. So that was a really pivotal point in this rivalry, and since then, it's been largely dominated by the university, much to my chagrin. Because I'm in expectation of Waco High being certainly the more dominant program, the more established program. But in reality, that's not the case. University is on the rise coming in this season. I think they're 4-3 coming in, looking for opportunity to go into the playoffs. And Waco High is looking for their first victory this season. So they're in different stratospheres now when you talk about their programs, from what they were and what they are now. It's definitely a little bit different than it was before, man. But this is always a great time when these two teams come out. Still doesn't feel like that rivalry where you just, man, we hate those guys on the other side. This is more of a rivalry of, man, we get a chance to play against family. We get a chance to play against some brothers, some cousins, some uncles, a little bit of everything. Coaches that went to school with each other, coaches that played against each other, get a chance to coach against each other in these games. This is always a really fun time when these guys get a chance to come out here and meet with each other. Like I said, folks, Waco High and University coming on at 6 o'clock. We're here in the pregame part of the show. For those of you that are just now tuning in with us over on YouTube, we want to thank you guys for checking in and tuning in with us here on Friday Night Flex. We'd like to have a little bit of fun with it. We give coverage of all the games in the Central Texas area, but the last couple of weeks specifically, we've been able to do these shows live. Last week we had a great time going to Marlin for their homecoming out there as we watched them get their first win of the season. So maybe some of that Centex luck will rub off here.
Oh, man. As a former Waco High line, and I'm proudly donning the leaping line, we need that. We need that help. And if we can provide that stroke of luck, that magic that they need in order to get a victory, I sure hope so, Jalen, because we desperately need it. We're running out of opportunities in this 2025 campaign.
Yeah, I can't believe we've already made it to this point. We're in week 8 of the season now. Everybody's pretty much wrapping up their seasons and trying to position themselves for a district title, or maybe for even a potential playoff run. One of those teams in the playoff hunt is the University Trojans that are here right now. They're 2-0 in district play. We alluded to them being 4-3, but their 3 losses were all in non-district. So far in district, they're 2-0, and they're looking like one of the best teams in this district. This is a team that we got a chance to talk with some of their coaches and players in the offseason, and everybody had the same mentality coming into this season. They were focused on building on what they've had the last couple of years. As you said, Waco High historically has got the better of University in this matchup, but over the last few years, University has been on the up. They've been rising up in their program. Their stock is rising. They've got players that are headed to major D1 schools, guys like the London Smiths, guys like the Devontae Kirklands, all these different guys out here at University. Rock, talk a little bit about the resurgence of University and then what we've seen from them this season, because you got a chance to watch them in person a couple of times already this season.
Yeah, what I saw, they have a complement of D1 players. Now let's start out by saying Kirkland suffered an injury, season-ending injury very early in the season. That's very disappointing. So we wish him nothing but the best, and hopefully he recovers and becomes 100% really soon. But they also have, of course, they have Savoy Nichols, and they have
London Smith as well.
London Smith. And London Smith, the senior London Smith, is an impact player. Absolutely. He's a guy that can tilt the field in your favor at any moment, at any time. He's not only a big play guy, he's a guy that also can keep the chains moving. A very rare commodity in a wide receiver. Normally in wide receivers, you get the big play guy or the possession wide receiver. He's the best of both worlds, I can truly say, in that he's a guy that can catch the 5-yard out, the 10-yard curl, but he also can hit you over your head, hit you over the head for a big one as well. So he's a guy to watch in this game, and if Waco High is going to win this game, they're going to have to somehow control
London.
Yeah, he's a focal point. If you're coming in as a defensive, anybody on the defensive side there for Waco High, he's the number one guy you're looking for first. Where's number one at on the field? He's the guy because that's a lot of the times, as you said, their offense will play through this guy. We've seen games where the offense runs with him. He's the guy if they need to play on third down if they're going to. So you got to try to start with him. But they've got a multitude of playmakers. Green has been playing out of his mind the last few weeks on both sides of the ball. He was already a great defender, but he stepped up big time on the offensive side of the ball. And then their quarterback that you spoke about, Savoy Nichols. He is a guy that didn't get off to the greatest start in this season, but the last 3 or 4 weeks, man, this dude has put up crazy numbers. He's moved himself into the top 5 in passing yards in the Central Texas area. Last week, he's coming off a game where he rushed for over 100 yards, something that we've all wanted to see him add more and more into his game. So this university team is loaded, man. I love watching these guys play. They're one of the favorites to win in district, and I can't wait to see what these guys can also do, not only in this game and at the last couple of games of the season, but as we get towards the playoffs. When we got a chance to interview Coach Foster, if you guys go back on our YouTube, you can find that interview we had with Coach Charles Foster, who's the head coach of University Trojans. He spoke to, hey, we don't just want that regular season success. We want to win a district title, and we want to have success in the playoffs as well, something that's kind of escaped them the last few years. So we'll get a chance to see this university team up close and personal, and the big-time playmakers that they have. You guys can see them on the field behind us, getting warmed up right now and getting ready for the game. Like I said, folks, here on Friday Night Flex, we like to cover a little bit of everybody here, touch some of the schools and all over the Central Texas area. Lots and lots of talent. You guys, as I said at the beginning of the show, you can hear some of the wind and weather coming through the mics on here. But they've had to move a lot of these games up, and they moved a good portion of the games to yesterday. One of those teams that got to play yesterday was the Vega Pirates, as they had a knockout, drag-out fight, really, in a game against Robinson, one of their district rivals. Vega was able to get a win 31-27 in that game as the Pirates move to 6-2 now on their way. They've done everything at this point but secured the district title. They've got a couple more games left. They still got to play some formidable teams like Lorena and Connally left on the schedule. But now they're 3-0 in district. They're 6-2. This is another team this is another year that people question, is Vega going to be as good as we've seen in the past, because they had some pre-district losses to powerhouse teams like Stephenville and Salina. But that is just the training grounds that Coach Hyde puts together to get these guys ready for district play and to get these guys ready for the playoffs as well. Vega is already off to a great start in district. They're 3-0, and they've beaten some of the top teams like Robinson last night. They beat some of the top teams like Gatesville last night as well.
Formidable district. They started the game off with a pretty pretty tough game against Gatesville. They controlled the game with Gatesville. We saw that they would have something to say about who wins District 12, and then they follow it up with the game, with this most recent game against Robinson, who coming into this game, both those guys were 2-0. They were looking at each other, and this was essentially the de facto district championship, if you really want to look at it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The best teams in this district are Gatesville, Robinson, and Vega.
Yeah.
Whoever can get two victories out of those three teams, amongst the three of them, then you have your district champion.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, they had already taken care of business with Gatesville. They had already taken care of business with convincingly against China Spring. They come into this game with with Robinson, with essentially the district on the line, and they handle their business, even though they were down midway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
After going in at halftime up by 2 scores, Robinson quickly, took the lead in the third, and going into the fourth, they were leading the game. In La Vega, like they often do in clutch situations, they come through and win the game, and they benefited from a very, let's say, a fortunate bounce of a punt that ultimately led to the go-ahead score.
Yeah, it came all the way down to the wire. La Vega came back. La Vega's one of those teams that you have to try to take out. When you do get a lead on them, you have to try to take them out and not give them any type of life back, because they're so poised in these clutch type of situations, because this is what the situation they've been in for years now at La Vega. And these guys, the Courtney Pauls, the Jabari Thornton, they were in pressurized situations last year on their state championship run. Those guys have that to lean back on. They were able to pull this one out, came all the way down to the wire. I agree with you. Two best teams, I think, in the district are Robinson and La Vega. So that game last night, being moved up early, guys got a shortened week, a little bit shorter than what they expected to do, so just like some of the other teams that played last night as well. They were able to rebound in that, able to keep their composure, and at home, they were able to lean on their crowd and some of that home cooking as well. And they go out there and get a comeback victory against the Robinson Rockets. Robinson is going to be a tough out in these playoffs, just like Hicksville, just like La Vega as well. The District 12 is loaded and gives us great games each and every night. Now we got a chance to see another one last night. Vega coming out with a big time victory, 31-27. Before we jump to some of the other games in District 12, I want to give out some of the scores of the other games last night. Whitney and Mejia played last night as well. Whitney was able to come out with a huge victory, 59-25 over Mejia in that one. Academy and Troy played last night. Academy got a win, 49-7 over Troy. Dawson and Valley Mills played in the battle last night. Valley Mills came out with the victory in that game, 28-14 against Dawson. Rosebud Lott and Bruceville Eddy were able to play against each other last night. Rosebud Lott wins 48-0. Crawford and Moody. Crawford gets a win 24-6 against Moody last night in the battle. And a team that we got to watch last week, the Marlin Bulldogs. They took on Riesel this week. Marlin gets their second win of the season and getting some of that Centex Sports Magic down there as we were there for the first win. Pick up another one last night against Riesel. And if Marlin puts together a couple more wins, they have a chance to still make the playoff, potentially, even with losing their first 6 games of the season. And after watching that Marlin team in person, that's not a team that should have lost 6 games, Rocky. They definitely probably hurt themselves in some situations. They were up, 2 or 3 scores against Crawford, which is probably one of the premier teams in their district. They lost that game. So that's not a team that should be starting 0-6. I think Marlin actually has some really, really good players and some talent on that team.
Well, we were able to witness, some of their big playability, how, we were able to see their speed that they have on the field. But unfortunately, we also were able to see some of the miscues that they make as well. And I imagine if you were to go look at how their season has unfolded so far, those miscues that we saw led to probably a lot of those losses that they had early in the season. But they fixed a lot of that against Bruceville Eddy. Looks like they continue to work on that against Riesel. And again, Marlin is going to be a team that's going to feature speed. We saw that they could also feature size with Mr. Steele. And they have some really talented kids out there, and I suspect even though they started off 0-6, they could make a run into the playoffs, and it wouldn't surprise me not one bit.
Yeah, Marlin's not a team that people are going to want to play. If they get into the playoffs, that's going to mean they won probably the last 3 or 4 games of the season in a row. That's going to mean that these guys are going to be hot going into the playoff, and we got to see that talent up close and personal. Guys don't want to play against people like Mr. Steele, like you just said, Bryson Steele out there. Guys are not going to want to play against somebody like that once you get into the playoffs. So they're going to be a good team out there. They're going to be a good team to be able to play against in the playoffs if they do make the playoffs as well. A couple more scores that happened out there as Frost and Hubbard played against each other. Frost gets a win 63-13. Blum gets a win over Covington as we move into the smaller levels, 52-6. Bluffdale gets a win 67-0 over Morgan. Bynum gets a win 62-12 over Trinidad, and Oglesby gets a win 50-0 over Pretty last night. So some really good games that already took place last night, but we've got some good ones lined up for tonight. Still, a lot of these guys have moved their schedules up, so not only this game will be kicking off at 6, but some other games around the Waco area will be kicking off at 6 o'clock as well. One of those being Midway taking on Killeen High School. Killeen High hasn't gotten a win this entire year, so I expect Midway to be dominant in this year. What do we think about this Midway team? They're sitting at 6-1, the only loss being to a Harker Heights team that won the district last year, but Midway's still right in there to be able to win this district. They got to win over a Shoemaker that was undefeated at the time. They got to win over a Temple that was 4-1 at the time. Do we think this Midway team has enough to not only make some noise in district, but to be able to make some noise in the playoffs as well?
I'll say this about Midway. Midway is one of those teams that they're fully equipped to make a run, but it's going to be matchup. It's going to be matchup driven, right? Because let's be honest, this Midway is a pretty young team, and if they get matched up against one of the perennial powers real early, they could go out early.
Yeah.
But if they get the right matchup, I think they can win. They can win some games. But it's all about matchups at that level. And historically, if you end up playing ranked teams early, that means you go out early.
Yeah.
But again, I look for Midway to be formidable in the playoffs. But I also look for, as good as they are this year, I can only imagine how good they're going to be next year. But to your point, Mr. Wissington is a special player.
Man, very special.
He's a special player, and I look forward to. And y'all excuse the win, guys.
Yeah.
And Mr. Wissington is a special player, and I look forward to seeing him in the playoffs to see what he can do. As the competition ramps up, he looks like he's a kid that can ramp up with that competition as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best backs in Texas. I started off saying, man, this dude might be the best running back in Central Texas. I definitely stamped him at that probably 2 or 3 weeks into the season. Now we're at this point where I'm saying,
this second week.
Yeah, probably about the second week. We say, yeah, this is the best kid in Central Texas.
Yeah, I thought you were being a homer.
Yeah, but the film doesn't lie. They put this guy everywhere, special teams, receiving out of the backfield. He does what he does. Their quarterback, Andrew McNair, has had a phenomenal season as well. They got a full complement of weapons. I'm agreeing with you, though. They get the right matchups in the playoffs. We can see a Midway team that goes 3, 4, 5 rounds deep. But if you come out early, you got to play South Lake Carroll. You got to play Lake Travis. You play Westlake. You play one of those teams early. It's historically, as you said, it's tough for you to come out with a win in those type of games.
Absolutely.
As well. So I definitely will be excited to see what this Midway team is going to do. Temple and Bryan face off tonight at 7 o'clock. I guess Bryan might not be getting some of that bad weather. They're keeping their kickoff time the same. Lake Belton and Cedar Park play at 6 o'clock at Cedar Park tonight. Bryan Rudder and Belton, two teams looking for a victory in that district, same district as Waco High and University. That game tonight at 7 o'clock as well. Going back to District 12, we just talked about La Vega and Robinson. China Spring and Gatesville tonight. China Spring is 2-5. They're 1-1 in district play, getting a win over Connally as well, and then losing to La Vega. So we don't know exactly how to judge this China Spring team as far as in district play just yet. You beat a Connally team that struggled, but we know it's talented, and you lose to La Vega, but we know La Vega beats pretty much everybody. Now they're playing the Gatesville team. They're going to Gatesville to play this game. Gatesville has the goods. We've seen them perform all this year, week in and week out. They performed outside of the week they played La Vega. What do we think about China Spring matching them against Gatesville tonight?
I think we'll find out exactly who Gatesville is, and we'll find out who China Spring is.
Yeah.
If China Spring can keep this game close and somehow ink up a victory, it'll show that they're a gritty bunch and a team that has an opportunity to win some games in the playoffs. But if they get mocked by Gatesville, then when they go to play Robinson later on within the next 2 weeks, then they could be staring another loss in the face. So, but if they're able to beat Gatesville, right, that leaves them with an opportunity to go to the playoffs, playing their last 2 games against Robinson and Lorena. And if they beat Gatesville, I would bet that they would pick up the
those last 2 victories.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. If they come out and find a way to get a win over a really good Gatesville team that's proven already through this year, man, it's going to be tough for teams to count out China Spring playing against the other teams.
And let me correct something I said. They go into the last 2 games if they beat Vega, beat Gatesville, needing 1 victory out of with 2 games left. If they lose this game, they could essentially be looking for 2 victories in order to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be China Spring looking for a victory against Robinson.
No.
They're a pretty formidable bunch.
Yeah, that Robinson squad no joke this year. They've been putting up great show. Even against Vega last night, I thought it was a game of Vega, especially going to halftime. I said, okay, well, Vega's going to dominate this win and what he can do. I checked the score again. I don't know what's going on. Vega's going to lose the game, so yeah, China Spring want to try to get a win against a team like Gatesville. Struggle even in some of their wins.
Essentially, these 2 teams are going to make playoffs. One of those teams could potentially be a good team, right?
Yeah.
So, with a foregone conclusion that maybe Gatesville is one of those teams that are going, but this changes the narrative about China Spring season if they're able to beat Gatesville. And again, traveling up to Gatesville, and I've done that several times with my boys out there. It ain't gonna be easy. Getting a victory in Gatesville.
No, man.
And if the weather gets bad, it could be a monumental task. So hopefully the weather holds up. While they're playing down there, and China Spring can ink out a victory in that game because they have a long history of being successful in this conference, in this district, and I know personally I wouldn't want them left out this year because they are what I would consider a good team, but they are in a super tough district.
Man, one of the toughest districts in the state. Week in and week out, you're playing top-tier competition. That game's going to be a 6, like Brock said. Hopefully the weather permits and sticks up and holds up so we can get through these games tonight. Most guys moving their games up to 6 o'clock. Lorena versus Connally. Connally and Lorena playing tonight. This game is a huge one because whoever loses this game is pretty much out of the race to be able to make the playoffs after this game. Lorena coming in 2-5, Connally coming in 2-5. Both still looking for their first win in district play. I think 4 teams are going to get taken out of this district out of the 6. Robinson is probably going to make it. Gatesville's probably going to make it, and we know La Vega's going to make it. That only leaves 1 spot between Lorena, China Spring, and Connally. This game is huge for that because both teams are looking for their first win. And as I said, whoever loses this, you're pretty much guaranteeing yourself. They might both already be out of it, but if you lose this game tonight, you're pretty much guaranteeing yourself a spot at home when it comes into the playoffs. With both of these teams having high-powered offenses, we know Connally and Jamari and Vincent and Braden Ford, Kaufman, all these kids, and then on the Lorena side, you got Blanchard, who's leading Central Texas in passing yards. You got Brody Daly on and Carson Miller. Is this really just going to be who gets the ball last in a game like this with 2 defenses that haven't done a lot so far throughout this season?
Yeah, I think you kind of summed it up. I think this game is going to be determined by which defense puts up the best fight. Both of these offenses are quite explosive, but the defense has struggled the entire season. I can't give an edge in this game. Who's playing at home here?
This is going to be at Connally. Mac People Stadium in Lakeview.
See, here's the deal. In a game like this, you want to give Connally the edge, but you've seen them. I've seen them year after year against a number of teams, particularly China Spring and even Robinson, with an opportunity to go to the playoff at Mac People Stadium, and then they not able to get the job done. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say Connally, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lorena pulls it out.
Yeah, both of these teams have similar stories. lot of talent, but a season that's kind of been plagued by mistakes. That's kind of taken them out of a lot of the games that they were in that they had a chance to win. So this is going to be who plays the more mistake-free football will probably end up being the winner in this game. But I know one thing, it's going to be fireworks out there at Mac People Stadium out in Lacey Lakeview tonight in that game. Hillsborough and Fort Worth Benbrook played last night. Fort Worth Benbrook got a win 21-20. West and Groesbeck play tonight at 6 o'clock. West off to a great start this year, having one of their better seasons, a 5-1 start, 2-0 in district play so far, looking like one of the top teams in 3A in District 5 and 3A Division 1, along with teams like Whitney. That should be a great game when those two teams get a chance to play against each other. Fairfield playing against Dibble tonight. Expect Fairfield. We have a running bet up here that Fairfield could score 60 every single week. I expect this to be one of those games we look up and see Fairfield up by 30 or 40 points.
I'm gonna help you with that name. It's not Dibble.
Oh, my bad.
It's Dieball.
Dieball, my bad. I forgot we're in Texas. Dieball, Texas, playing against Fairfield, Texas tonight. That one is in Dieball as they play at 7 o'clock tonight. I guess they won't be expecting much bad weather.
It is.
You could have explained it to me, and I might not have known where it was going to be at. That game at 7 o'clock. Powell Westwood taking on Teague. Another one of these East Texas matchups. Powell Westwood undefeated, 7-0 on the season, man. Teague, slow start in district play. I definitely expect Powell Westwood to come out with a victory in that game. Rockdale playing against Cameron the Yeoman, looking for one of their first wins in district play. Haven't been able to get it so far. Going to be a tough one playing against Rockdale tonight. Franklin and McGregor. Franklin 2-0 in district play after a 0-2 start to the season. They've won 4 in a row. They're rocking and rolling. I expect them to get a win in McGregor tonight. Clifton taking on Toller in Toller tonight. Clifton with a 5-2 record against Toller. That game at 6 o'clock. Hamilton and Bangs, both 2-0 in district play. Somebody going to get their first loss in district tonight at 6 o'clock. Bosqueville and Italy should already be going. The game scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. I haven't seen the score updates just yet. But Bosqueville off to a great start, and Italy still struggling. Expect Bosqueville to get a win in that game. Chilton versus Bremond outside of this Waco High and University game. And then with Robinson playing last night, this Chilton and Bremond game is not only the game of the week in Central Texas, it might be the game of the week in Texas with these two teams playing. Both teams undefeated on the season. Needing has a loss, both 4-0 in district play. Chilton coming in ranked. Bremond has been ranked since the very first game of the season. This is going to be a huge, big-time matchup. I can't wait to be able to check in repeatedly on this game, to be able to check in repeatedly on this game to see who is playing and who is doing well in this game. I expect Chilton to come out with a victory because, as I said before, Chilton, one of the premier teams in Texas. I expect them to be able to make a state run all the way in this game. And we had a little bit of interference.
We almost had we avoided a calamity here.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We had some guys here play. We have a youth football team here. Looks like it's going to be a nice crowd here at WIST Stadium. Youth football team. They were playing a little catch, and one of the guys had butterfinger, and it may have made contact with our equipment.
Yeah.
Just barely missed it. Thanks to the.
That dude's gonna have a couple Waco High things. Hey guys, like I said, we're up here live right now. Waco High versus University. This game coming on in about 25 minutes. Now, for those of you that do watch Friday Night Flex each and every week, we have a very, very important segment in the pregame, and that is probably the most important segment of the night. That is the food segment of the night, and it looks like we got a little bit of gear up here too,
man,
to go with the great food that we're getting ready to have here in just a second.
Before I put this on, is this a sponsorship? Oh, okay. See, in that case, let's go ahead and gear up, baby.
This is a sponsorship. What I meant to say was I love Terry Blacks, y'all. That's what I was saying the whole time.
And this segment is sponsored by Terry Blacks right here, baby. I think, hey, man. Hey.
Yeah, I had to loosen it up. I don't know who was wearing this hat previous to me. They had a little head, though. They did.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah. The old Terry Blacks, man. Definitely shout out to Terry Black. Let's see what's underneath this fork. Now, usually in the food segment, we have.
Man. We're going to give y'all a little peek at
that.
We don't got the full food cam like we do in studio, but we got a little something here that y'all can see what's going on here with the old Terry Blacks.
And we don't have to taste this right here. I already know it's solid. But again, this is by Terry Black. Hey, can we trust you with this?
Yes.
We're not going to do the taste test right now. There's way too much going on right now, live in studio. And to be honest with you, somebody might beg for something. And I hate to say no, but I will.
We have our great people serving our community, some of the Waco PD out here. But if it wasn't for them, I think we might get some of our food taken out today.
So this segment was sponsored by Texas Black.
Terry Blacks. Yeah, Terry Black.
There will not be a live taste test because I already know what this moist, tender, delicious brisket tastes like. I already know what the beef, the dino rib tastes like. I already know what the pork ribs taste like. And again, I want to be outside. I want to be inside the element, sitting down with a slice of bread, a little barbecue sauce, and I want to sit down and enjoy it, man. But I did let y'all look with your eyes. Y'all can eat with your eyes, if you want to. I really want to bring Anthony over here and ask him how did he pull this off, man, and get this Terry Blacks. If you want, you can even sit down and come tell us about Terry Blacks if you got something you want to say about it, being that you're the guy that orchestrated this massive NIL deal.
This one of our best NILs yet, y'all. Anthony done put in a little work. He done put in a little work with us to pull off this one with the Terry Blacks, man. But no, this is Anthony Powell, our sales rep here at Centex Sports Network, the man that got us not only this great barbecue, but these great hats to go along with it here with Terry Black. Anthony, tell us a little bit about old Terry's, man, and getting that over here.
It was just about connections.
Yeah, okay.
And community. And relationship.
Yeah.
And giving back. And so when I reached out to Terry Black, man, it was in a short term. We had someone else. And it was like about 2 o'clock. And I called him. He was like, we got you. We're here for the community. We got you. And when I got there, we have more than that upstairs, Rocky.
Oh, okay.
And so Derek is an awesome guy. He's been there 6 months. But another guy worked there, Oscar Kirkland.
Okay.
And Oscar worked for them, and he was like, man, anything you guys need, we're here for Central Texas Sports Network. And so that's just easy. It was easy, just connection.
Hey man, if you're watching this, I suggest you go to Terry Blacks and give them a try. I know their barbecue is, I think they were voted the best barbecue place in Texas, and that's not hype. That's not, that's not a lie.
No.
That's for real. They're one of the best. I would say they're the best, but they're definitely one of the best. And they don't miss every time. Their product is consistent.
Yes.
Each and every time you go over there, they put those big. It's worth the trip to go over see their barbecue operation.
Yes.
To see those big pits smoking downtown, man. I just want to thank the staff at Terry Blacks because they hooked us up and they did a great deal. Now, since we do have more upstairs, y'all want us to take a test right here, but I'd rather go upstairs and handle it the way it needs to be handled.
Yeah, we want the food to be fully secure whenever we get a chance to get to it. Right now, look like it could be some hands in the pot. We pull that brisket out one more time up here. Yeah, so we're going to try that out upstairs. Folks, we're getting ready to head upstairs. This was our pregame part of the show. Please, folks, if you haven't already, not only hit that subscribe, but more importantly, like and share the stream, man. Let everybody know that you can catch Waco High versus University football right here on Centex Sports Network. An early kickoff. A lot of people don't know there was an early kickoff plan change because of weather. So if they don't know already, early kickoff tonight starts at 6 o'clock. You can catch all of that action right here on Centex Sports Network and on Friday Night Flex. Rock, before we get off here, man, and go upstairs, what do we think is going to happen out here tonight? University, Waco High, old-time rivalry. You got the Lions on your chest. Go ahead and give them a little pregame.
Hey, man, this is what I predict. The Waco High Lions are going to shock the world and defeat University. You heard it here first at Waco ISD Stadium from your man, Rocky Miller. I predicted it. It's going to happen. The tradition is going to come through, and these guys are going to play with pride. They're going to play with determination, and they're going to defeat the mighty Trojans.
Hey, I want y'all to jump in the comments and let us know if you thought Rocky was going to say anything different than what he said right there. But no, man, this is a great game. Why not win? Get your first win of the season right here on Centex Sports Network. We just saw Marlon do it, so we know that we can come out here and do it. But the U-Dogs have a great team, man. I can't wait to watch this game. We're getting ready to head upstairs to get ready for it as we end the pregame segment. Please, like I said, like and share the stream, comment, jump in here. We'll be touching base with you guys in the live chat all night long. Myself, Rocky, we'll get Wayne here a little bit later too as well as we go up to the booth. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's going to be time.
This break is sponsored by who?
Terry Blacks. Y'all see the hat? This break is sponsored by Terry Blacks. This sleep that we going to get later on is sponsored by Terry Blacks after we eat this barbecue for the second or third time here tonight. But thanks everybody for tuning into the pregame show. We're getting ready to head upstairs. So stay tuned and stay locked in here on Friday Night Flex. We'll be right back after this break.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
We can't be the guys that's gonna be timid and not knowing what's going on. You play hard, you play together. I mean, that's all we ask.
This is what we all have to do.
Be locked in, focus, just be disciplined, all right?
Now I feel like Kyrie, I'ma have to take the shot. If they tryna call me dog, I gotta hit the block. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. I got my black hoodie with a rollie on, eating pasta like Corleone. I don't got time for no fake boy. If you got the money, gon' show me some. I got 2 whips and I'm self-paid. Never got help, bro, I'm self-made. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. Hey, what up, say? Home up in the studio, so I'm locked in. My stock going way up, I got options. Yeah, they fine, but stop playing, you not him. Wait, the numbers going up.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jalen Gillis. You may know me from Centex Sports Network. We're starting a new platform, Recruit 254. Our mission is to highlight the amazing student athletes of 254. So if you're in the Waco, Killeen, Temple, Mart, Marlin, or any surrounding 254 areas, follow this platform and join the movement. Recruit 254. 254, let's run it up.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I was on that front line, look. Look. I was on that front line. They finna tell us. Look, I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time? Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
We can't be the guys that's going to be timid and not knowing what's going on. You play hard, you play together. I mean, that's all we ask.
This is what we all have to do.
Be locked in, focus, just be disciplined, all right?
Now I feel like Kyrie, I'ma have to take the shot. If they tryna call me dog, I gotta hit the box. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. I got my black hoodie with a rollie on, eating pasta like Corleone. I don't got time for no fake boy. If you got the money, gon' show me some. I got 2 whips and I'm self-paid. Never got help, bro, I'm self-made. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. Hey, what up, say? Whole month in the studio, said I'm locked in. My stock going way up, I got options. Yeah, they fine, but stop playing, you not him. Wait, the numbers going up.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jalen Gillis. You may know me from Centex Sports Network. We're starting a new platform, Recruit 254. Our mission is to highlight the amazing student athletes of 254. So if you're in the Waco, Killeen, Temple, Mart, Marlin, or any surrounding 254 areas, follow this platform and join the movement. Recruit 254. 254, let's run it up.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I was on that front line, look. Look. I was on that front line. They finna tell us. Look, I was on that front line. finna tell us it ain't our time. Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
We can't be the guys that's gonna be timid and not knowing what's going on. You play hard, you play together. I mean, that's all we ask.
This is what we all have to do.
Be locked in, focus, just be disciplined, all right?
Now I feel like Kyrie, I'ma have to take the shot. If they tryna call me dog, I gotta hit the box. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. I got my black hoodie with a rollie on, eating pasta like Corleone. I don't got time for no fake boy. If you got the money, gon' show me some. I got 2 whips and I'm self-paid. Never got help, bro, I'm self-made. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. Hey, what up, say? Home up in the studio, so I'm locked in. My stock going way up, I got options. Yeah, they fine, but stop playing, you not him. Wait, the numbers going up.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jalen Gillis. You may know me from Centex Sports Network. We're starting a new platform, Recruit 254. Our mission is to highlight the amazing student athletes of 254. So if you're in the Waco, Killeen, Temple, Mart, Marlin, or any surrounding 254 areas, follow this platform and join the movement. Recruit 254. 254, let's run it up.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I was on that front line. Look. Look. I was on that front line. Man, they finna tell us. Look. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time? Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, You'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
We can't be the guys that's gonna be timid and not knowing what's going on. You play hard, you play together. I mean, that's all we ask.
This is what we all have to do.
Be locked in, focus, just be disciplined, all right?
Now I feel like Kyrie, I'ma have to take the shot. If they tryna call me dog, I gotta hit the block. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. I got my black hoodie with a rollie on, eating pasta like Corleone. I don't got time for no fake boy. If you got the money, gon' show me some. I got 2 whips and I'm self-paid. Never got help, bro, I'm self-made. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. Hey, what up, say? Home up in the studio, said I'm locked in. My stock going way up, I got options. Yeah, they fine, but stop playing, you not him. Wait, the numbers going up.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jalen Gillis. You may know me from Centex Sports Network. We're starting a new platform, Recruit 254. Our mission is to highlight the amazing student athletes of 254. So if you're in the Waco, Killeen, Temple, Mart, Marlin, or any surrounding 254 areas, follow this platform and join the movement. Recruit 254. 254, let's run it up.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I was on that front line. Look. Look. I was on that front line. Man, they finna tell us. Look. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time? Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
We can't be the guys that's going to be timid and not knowing what's going on. You play hard, you play together. I mean, that's all we ask.
This is what we all have to do.
Be locked in, focus, just be disciplined, all right?
Now I feel like Kyrie, I'ma have to take the shot. If they tryna call me dog, I gotta hit the box. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. I got my black hoodie with a rollie on, eating pasta like Corleone. I don't got time for no fake boy. If you got the money, gon' show me some. I got 2 whips and I'm self-paid. Never got help, bro, I'm self-made. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. Hey, what up, say? Whole month in the studio, so I'm locked in. My stock going way up, I got options. Yeah, they fine, but stop playing, you not him. Wait, the numbers going up.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jalen Gillis. You may know me from Centex Sports Network. We're starting a new platform, Recruit 254. Our mission is to highlight the amazing student athletes of 254. So if you're in the Waco, Killeen, Temple, Mart, Marlin, or any surrounding 254 areas, follow this platform and join the movement. Recruit 254.
second down and 7. Number 17, Freeman. We'd like to remind our fans that we move the game up, hopefully get in between the weather them. But if the weather does get so far,
check.
Information we're giving you in case we have to clear the field or whatever it may do. So hopefully we'll get it all in.
Hello and welcome back into Friday Night Flex here on Centex Sports Network. Special edition as we are here live at WISD Stadium. Waco High versus the University Trojans. The game has just kicked off. University gets the ball first to come out. They're going to give this one on a reverse to London Smith and let him try to get to the outside and show off some of that speed. Gets to the outside. It is enough to pick up the first down as the Trojans are going to move the chains. Rock, we made it here. The big game is already happening. Trojans got the ball first.
Oh, man, I was, we got a chance to see the kickoff. Waco High looked like they were enthusiastic covering the kick. University made 2 penalties right off the bat. Looked like they were able to overcome those penalties. And but look, Waco High looks like they're on fire. They're really chasing the ball down. London Smith on that reverse, though. I suspect he'll get it any way you can give it to him. They're going to give it to him in the air, on the ground. I wouldn't be surprised if he passes the ball.
Yeah, he might do a little bit of everything here tonight as the Trojans, undefeated in district play, looking for another win. Here they are on second down. They're going to hand this one off. Back has it, moving up the field, gets near the first down marker, but we see some laundry come out on the field. We got one of our first flags on the play already here to start the game.
Oh, yeah. There's holding right in the area, holding thrown by the umpire. I think I seen it. Looked like the guy was about to make a tackle, and the guy just grabbed his jersey and held up the defensive lineman. Waco High has come out with a lot of energy already. I know this is really early in the game, and the game is kind of getting settled in, but every tackle, anything that goes their way is momentum for them at this point. They're really searching for their first victory, and they need something good to happen here early, in my opinion.
Yeah, Waco High still looking for that big play. Big play down the field, just goes off the hands, the fingertips of London Smith as they try to go right to him on second and long.
Yeah, and that was something good right there. London Smith, Savoy threw a pinpoint accurate deep ball, and London Smith wasn't able to bring it in. Again, that's something good happening for Waco High. Let's see how it lines up here. This is a critical point in the game. What is it, 3rd and 6?
3rd and 17 after that holding penalty. So third and long.
3rd and 17. I'm looking at the wrong marker. That's the front marker. So what we got here, 3rd and 17. Waco High's got to get him off the field right here. At 3rd and 17. If you can't get him off at 3rd and 17, you can't get him off.
3rd down and 17. They drop back. Savoy Nichols lets this one go near the sideline, out of bounds. Couldn't connect with his man. Looked like Green was his intended target that time. Out of bounds, and it looks like we're going to get a punt here from the Trojans. University's going to have a chance to come out here with the ball. Waco High will have a chance to come out here with the ball and make something happen here early in the game.
Man, that's a victory for Waco High defense, right? They've given up a lot of points this season. They've given up a lot of points. Again, and to come in here against University and force a punt, what looks like a punt, and let's see how it kind of lines up. It kind of surprises me here that University is the team that looks like it's kind of disheveled.
Well, you could almost kind of expect that in a game like this where University is going to be very heavily favored in this game. A lot of friends and family out here at this game for both sides. You're playing against some of your kinfolk on the other side of it. You might come out slightly distracted, I guess you could say, from a game like this.
So this is kind of mistakes that I think Waco High has to clean up. The ball hits the ground at the 35-yard line. It rolls all the way back to the 20. I know you don't want to cause a muff or anything like this, but you can't be out here playing scared. You give up 15 yards up here playing scared, not willing to cover the football, and Waco has the ball actually on their own 19.
Guys, if you're watching with us on YouTube as Waco High starting off with the ball, they're going to hand this one off right up the middle, and he's going to run right into a wall, into this staunch University defense that is filled with talent top to bottom, really, out here. If you guys are watching with us on YouTube, make sure you guys are liking and sharing this, getting the word out. Everybody, I know this is last minute as far as the time moved up. They had to do that because of some weather adjustments. As we can see kind of high up here. We see some of the clouds in the background. Hopefully we'll stay clear. But like and share this stream. Let people know and jump in the live chat here on YouTube so we can talk back with you. Me and Rocky will get a chance to talk back with you guys. They hand this one off again for Waco High. Looks like a very minimal gain, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
All right, 3rd and long. What you want to do here is you want to do something to pick it up, but most importantly, with your back against the goal at the 21-yard line, you don't want to do anything that's going to cause a fumble or even lose more yardage. Let's try to do something. This is, you want to do something. This is screen draw area for me if I'm Waco High. I'm not scared to put my defense back on the field, seeing the way they played the first series.
Drop back pass, 3rd and long, gets it out quick to his receiver, able to make the catch, but he's going to be brought down just as quick as he makes the catch, and it'll be short of the line to gain here. 4th down in his decision coming up here. We see the special teams unit already coming out here on the field for Waco High, as they're not going to play around here in dangerous territory. They're going to let this punt go.
Yeah, I mean, here you're 4th and 6. But again, I consider this a win for Waco High in this regard. You're 8 minutes into the game, and the game is still tied. We've seen as a player runs on the field. As long as you don't get this block or snapped over your head.
Well, right on cue right there as we see Waco High able to take this one up. They pick up the punt that went off the snap of the head. He's picking up some yards. We're looking enough for the first. They come in right at the line to gain. Give up in what is a miraculous play, Rocky. Looks like that's what you were just saying, to draw up right there on 4th down. Let's get one over the head. Takes off running out of his own end zone. What a job there by the punter slash linebacker slash running back in Jalen Good.
The snap was over the punter's head. It was a really good bounce, almost like he was dribbling it, and it popped right up to him. He was able to turn around, avoid the defender that was right there, and run the ball 30 yards down the field and pick up a 1st down. Wouldn't you say at this point things are bouncing in Waco High's favor?
Absolutely, they're getting some of that magic.
You can't make that kind of mistake in that situation, though. You can't snap the ball over someone's head.
That's something that could really change the trajectory of what's going on out here. If that does go over his head, they get a safety or a potential touchdown for University. Huge play there made by one of the star players for Waco High.
When he started trying to run it out, I thought he was making a mistake because he could be setting him up for a touchdown.
Dangerous pass there as they drop back to pass, throw it behind the line of scrimmage, slapped down by University, close to being a pick that could have went the other way.
I was really impressed with the protection there. The quarterback wasn't under much pressure. He was able to survey the defense. It looks like he may have thrown it to a receiver that looked wide open, but I think the DB was trying to bait him there, to be honest with you.
So it's going to be now 2nd down and 10, 2nd and long. Waco High still with the ball. Fake the handoff, play action plays. Got a man going across the middle, but the ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass, and he had a guy there on that RPO, Rocky, wide open coming over the middle.
Yeah, he had a guy, number 4, was running clear. If they could have made that connection, that could have been a big play for the Lions. As they come up here again, another 3rd and long. Again, this is screen draw area in my opinion. Screen draw area, and you want to just be able to punt the ball and get it away.
They drop back and pass, 3rd down. He's got a man in the middle of the field, unable to connect with his receiver that time. Had a man over the middle of the field, open. Looks like it went through his hands there, the ball a little bit low, and that is now going to be another 3 and out for the Waco High Lions. They got another opportunity, unable to get it going this time.
The protection is great on that play. The quarterback threw it in the window that was open. The wide receiver kind of just he had to make an adjustment there, but it was a catchable ball for sure.
And this time, Good will punt it away. Looks like it's going to be a good punt. Picked up off the bounce. This is going to be returned, fielded, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40-yard line as we see a flag fly out all the way from the opposite sideline. Looked like he had that ref got a pretty good arm there too. Got that all the way to the hash mark from the sideline, but a flag flies out. University will get the ball with possibly some extra added yards.
It looks like, this is going to be if it's on University, this will be their 4th penalty so far this game. Yeah.
So
I didn't catch that signal. It looked like it may have been chop block or something like that. Blocking below the waist. That's what it was. And you no longer you can't block below the waist on a kick.
See it all. Yeah, I'm about to say see it often on the kickoffs and on the punts now. So University will be backed up just a little bit as they'll lose some yardage after the penalty. They'll get their second try on offense. Savoy Nichols, London Smith, and the guys will trot out here to try to pick one up.
Here's the deal. As this game lingers along and they're able to stay in contact with University, this game gets more competitive. The Waco High Lions continue to believe, and this is maybe this Friday night that they can get a victory. I'm sure hoping so.
You know, the coach that time really something.
So on first down, looks like the Trojans able to get a good handoff, good enough to pick up a first down, 1st and 10. Folks, here on Friday Night Flex, used to seeing and hearing three voices with us, but we got the third part to the Three Musketeers here tonight. Mr. Wayne Walker joining us in the building, the WISD Hall of Famer. Wayne, game just started. Haven't seen much fireworks so far in the first 6 minutes of this game with University and Waco High. Rock said he did not get a chance to play in this game with the Waco High versus University matchups that's happened over the years. But I think you got a chance to play in a couple of these.
I did.
Yeah,
I did, man. This is a game that man, you get very excited about, and all the butterflies. So that's what's going on right now. The kids are kind of getting all that out of them, and then I expect some fireworks in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. Waco High's got both teams have got a chance to touch the ball. Neither team yet to get on the scoreboard as we've got a man down there for injury right now with 6:41 left to go in this first quarter. We see the crowd starting to trickle in. We'll be seeing that throughout the night. As you guys know, the game had to be pushed up to 6 o'clock. They're trying to avoid some of this weather. As I said up here in the press box, you can see some of these clouds that look like they're coming down towards this way. So hopefully we get a chance to make it all the way through this game.
Hey, they high in the air. I can see all the way to Louisiana in this press box. You hear me?
Yeah,
I think Louisiana's that direction. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is, because that right down there, you can see Riesel, you see the towers and all that kind of stuff just right now. So it's going that direction as they're coming back out here now on 2nd down and 8. I believe it'll be.
Actually, it's a beautiful night for football.
It is.
It really is. It's a perfect night for football.
Yeah, perfect condition, man. To be able to see a great game here. You see guys flooding in, like I said, from both sides of the stands here. Usually the away side on that side, but I'm sure we're going to see some purple shirts coming in on this side as well, too, on the home side. I already see some.
That's kind of like me, man. The crowd is like me, man, coming in a little bit. But they'll get here.
On 2nd down and 8, they get the ball out quickly. Looks like a reception made that time by Kylan Estelle. Gets a catch, going to the outside, bringing up a 3rd and short now. Hurry up offense for University. Savoy gets the drop back catch. He's going to keep this one. Tries to get up the middle. He's going to be brought down short of the line to gain there. And it looks like Waco High able to get to him in the backfield.
If you look over there, you'll see there's a receiver that's wasn't covered by University. Number 10 was over on this side. Number 3 didn't have anybody on. He could have just tossed it out there for a quick play, and no telling when he would have stopped running. Looks like they got it.
They're going to keep the offense on the field here
now. They got it covered this time.
Yeah, they got it going out there. This one's going to be a handoff in the backfield to London Smith, and London makes another guy miss. 2 or 3 people miss. Good enough to sideline. He's out of bounds, but not before he gets enough to pick up the first down.
He's going to run it. He's going to throw it. He's going to do it however he needed to do tonight. This is Waco High University. They're going to pull out all the stops and try to get this victory. Wayne, one thing I can say here early, Waco High has been playing with a lot of energy. Seems like adrenaline. How long can they last playing on that kind of energy and adrenaline?
I just told you. I mean, that's going to be a first half, first quarter type thing. You throw out all the records when it comes to cross-town rivalry. These kids can act with each other all summer, and then they can't wait till the ball game play. Once they do play it, man, you got to throw record's out right now. But at the end of the day, cream always rises to the top of the best team.
Second down to 6 after that short run. Savoy drops back, pump fake. He's going to keep this one. Gets it out to his check down. Out there, and looks like he'll be brought down. Tough run right near the line of game. It's going to be a third and very short now for University. And they're getting themselves in favorable third downs now. This is the second time we've seen it in a row of University moving the ball down the field. And they're going to go hurry up once again. Third down and short, about 1 yard a game. They're going to hand this one off right off the middle, right back to their running back. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down. This time it looks like Ray Brown never get that handoff, picks up the first down.
Waco High at this point, they've had several plays where they got to stand up here. Look like they're controlling the line of scrimmage with this hurry up offense.
And they got, well, right now they have Waco High's defense scrambling with this hurry up. I see guys that are struggling to get matched up.
They're not changing formations. I don't know why they're struggling to line up.
They go deep right to London Smith, back of the end zone. Couldn't get that one, just out of bounds as they try to get right back to London, catching them off guard here with the hurry up offense. Now a chance for Waco High to make some substitutions to get settled.
This is a great opportunity right here for Waco High to make it third and 3. If they can make a play here, they can force a field goal by University.
They offsides right now, so
that's not
legal.
False start.
I'm about to say.
This looks like a false start. They're going backwards here.
Believe it or not, Wayne, this is the 6th penalty against University.
In just 6 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes now through this first in this first quarter.
If you were watching this game just by that, you would think University is the winner's team and Waco High is the team that's struggling to get the first. I mean, the University struggling to get the first one. The Waco High is the team that already got a victory. So it seems like a lot of nervous energy in this game.
No doubt about it. That's what you get in this game, man. I'm telling you, it's a crosstown rivalry.
Look like it's man-to-man, your favorite coverage. Walker.
Third down and 8. They get it right back to number 1. Makes 3 people miss. Makes a 4th person miss, and he's going to get all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, London Smith. Touchdown, University Trojan.
So that's what's frustrating as a Waco High fan. That's a great play by London Smith. But number 44 had a chance there to tap him on his head, and it looked like he turned it down. From the angle here, it looked like he could have sold out and made contact with him, but maybe could have possibly disrupted his ability to catch the ball. But man, that's the thing that kind of gets you. But they were taking a risk there, going man-to-man against London Smith, and it cost them.
Yeah, they definitely took a risk going one-on-one with the top receiver rated in the Waco area, man. London Smith shows out once again, puts a touchdown up on the board. 7-0 here for the University Trojans. And what is a great football night as we see more cars jumping into the parking lot. Some people just now probably getting off of work. We want to thank everybody for tuning in with us. If you're not at the game, make sure you guys are liking and sharing the stream, letting people know, getting the word out that you can watch Waco High versus University right here on Centex Sports Network if you don't get a chance to make it into WISD Stadium. It's like they're coming back out here for the kickoff. Now, Rock, they've had a couple of times out here on offense with Waco High. They've had some success but haven't been able to get much going. What do you expect to see, or what do you want to see from the Lions here on their third drive with offense?
With the way they've been able to protect the passer, it looks like they could come with a controlled passing game to try to move the ball. They're not, though they haven't been able to, University hadn't been able to generate much pressure on the quarterback. There's been no running room whatsoever in the middle of the line. So I definitely think they should try to use it. And I'm a guy that's usually totally against it. I like that old-fashioned running football. But if you can't lock those guys up front in the run game, passing game, football, and I think they have an opportunity to do that tonight.
Well, yeah. If you can't generate any yards on offense by running the ball, you have to improvise, and you have to throw little screen passes and do whatever you can, quarterback draw, whatever you can to get some yards. Like you said, and this is Waco High is going to have to do something different on offense to kind of move the sticks.
So University getting ready to kick this one off. Waco High, their third crack at it now on the offensive end. We'll see if they can get some of this offense going and feed off of some of the juice that's in this stadium. Both sides really starting to bring their crowd in now. As University kicks this one off deep, it's going to be returned at about the 8-yard line.
He has an alley.
Got a chance moving down the field, and he's going to be stopped short of the 30-yard line, around the 28-yard line. But I see a flag come out there as Andre Kelly was coming down the field there on that return. Wait to see who this flag is going to be on. We want to thank everybody for watching. We want to shout out to one of our sponsors here, Just Soul Food Cafe. Just Soul Food Cafe. Make sure you guys go out there and patronize them over there. 254-294-8558 is the phone number there. 810 LaSalle Avenue. That is Just Soul Food and Cafe. Waco High coming out here now after the penalty, brings it back a couple of yards. They're going to start at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
Absolutely. This is Waco High needs to move the ball here. If nothing else, to give the defense a chance to get some rest. You don't want to go 3 and out here and put that already on defense back in the field.
They're going to hand this one off on the first play. He's going to run right back into that defensive line once again. Haven't been able to get much production running up the middle for Waco High. Looks like they're running into a pretty stingy defensive line there for the University of Trojans.
That was a good play by Christian Downey. He doesn't look like a young man that's going to be easily moved.
No, not at all. Not at all. He did the move in that time. 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line for Waco High. They drop back. 4 wide receiver spread. Let this one go, and the ball just falls on the ground. A couple of opportunities to get intercepted that time as it goes through the hands of a few different players.
Yeah, they came out and tripped right, and ran basically the same play that they ran before, but just threw the ball this time.
Almost looked like a flood concept.
Well, not exactly, because you're in the middle of the field and you got another receiver to the other side. So now they come out and then they go doubles right, left, and then they hand the ball off on 3rd down when you need it. Well, you're at 4. You're in 4-3 now. So what do you do here? You punt the ball. Yeah.
It's going to be tough. 4th down. It looks like the offense stayed on the field. Now we'll see the special teams come out as just a little bit too risky to give them the ball right here, basically in the red zone, if you don't convert that. So they're going to bring the punt team out, and Waco High is going to put another punt out on the field. Just haven't been able to get that offense going so far.
So, you may have missed it, Walker. On the first punt of the game, it went over the punter's head. He fielded the ball and ran for a 1st down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See, these
I
guys
have missed a lot, right?
Yeah.
This one is going to be fielded, returned, and brought down at about the 40 as they're going to be in line territory to start it off for the Trojans. And this offense hot from their last score. We're going to see them come back out on the field. Expect to see some more of number 1. Expect to see some more of number 9 and number 11 out here on the field for the University Trojans.
I'd like to see Waco High be a little more physical on special teams than on defense. Not to be too critical. If you're going to be a defense, you have to be aggressive. You have to do less catching and more hitting.
Yeah. But I want to say that on the last offensive play, the University ran for the touchdown. They had the perfect play call. They had the wide receiver screen to the inside when you play in. And that's the perfect play call for that.
Hand this one off on 1st down. He'll be brought down. Looks like Ray Brown once again with the ball. He'll be brought down after about a 6-yard gain. It's University getting it off in chunks once again, and they're going to come right back to this hurry-up offense. 2nd down and short now. Savoy drops back, lets this one go over the middle of the field, and just a little bit too far as it tried to connect with the Baylor commit London Smith over the middle of the field. Just goes out of bounds. It's going to be just goes over his head. It's going to be 3rd down and short now, 3rd and 3. Third and 3, they're going to come line it up quickly once again. They're going to drop back, 4 wide receiver set, 1 running back in the backfield, and definitely should have been a free play right there. It's a false start or offsides by the defense, I believe, but we'll see who they say jumps first.
They jump first, man.
Refs will have a little meeting about this. Looks like he's going to meet with the back judge now we saw guys.
It's offside. That'll be the first penalty.
Waco High picks up their first penalty.
No, they had one on
on special teams.
But it results in a first down for University, so a big offsides.
Big time offsides there on the third down opportunity to get off the field. Now it's going to be 1st and 10, 2:03 left to go here in this first quarter. University close to line territory. Savoy gets this one out quickly on the screen. He's able to pick up a few yards there on first down. Picks up about 4 yards, brought down quickly after that. So University, once again, just getting positive yardage on first and second down.
Long pass,
it was.
It was all the way across the field. It seems like the defense should be a little closer to those guys where a long pass like
Savoy
that.
goes to the other side now.
Bounds.
Got a man in the end zone, caught, but does not look like he's inbounds on that catch. Had a man there. Pass came open just a little bit too late as he was able to get it out there to Jamari Thomas.
They're putting it in the Airwalker tonight.
If you have success and that's what you've been doing and been successful doing it, that's what you keep doing.
So I think they're going to run it here, Walker, to try to get it and make it a fourth down situation.
See some guys coming again.
False movement on offense.
The refs going to point. We're seeing guys jumping on both sides, so it looks like the snap count working against and for University. This time it goes against them as it backs them up.
Those scary lines making them flinch, baby. You know, that's what it looks like they're doing. It looks like Waco High is trying to guess the snap count, and they have linebackers blitzing in that situation. So let's see what they come with this time. You know, blitzing in this situation is always going to be risky. So then you have to single someone up on London Smith.
It's 3rd and long after the penalty.
As he's in motion.
London in motion. They back it up. Savoy is going to drop back to pass. He's going to take off running this time. Goes across the middle of the field. Had room. He's going to be brought down just short of the line to gain and decision time for the Trojans now.
I don't think they changed the play. I think that was the play they were running.
Good quarterback draw. It leaves them with 4th and 2.
4th and 2 now. The ball's on the 20-yard line. University coming out in a hurry up. Savoy fakes the handoff, gets right up the middle, and Savoy is going to fall down with enough for the first down. And that's always a good play on 4th and short to give it to a quarterback that's about 6'6" out there. He can almost fall down and pick up that first down. That's exactly what Savoy is able to do. First down, Trojans.
Yeah, again, another quarterback draw, a quarterback counter, whatever it was, a quarterback run.
Yeah. Savoy coming off a game where he had 100 yards rushing in their last victory. And they're going to hand this one off. Broken tackle, and he'll be brought down just about at the line of scrimmage there after a decent run. That was Darius Thomas. Once again, as University is into the red zone. Again, this is the Just Soul Food red zone now. And looks like University with the chance to score once again, second down and short. Second down and 10.
At this point,
I see man coverage again, so what are we going to do?
Second and 10, we'll see if they keep it in the air.
High-profile recruit. So let's see what we do if we get the ball to him.
Savoy drops back, looks for him. Had him in the middle of the field, just too high that time, goes over his head as a multitude of Waco High lions started to surround him as he got near the end zone. And that's going to bring up now a 3rd and long.
Looked like they ran some type of coverage where the guy on the opposite side was running underneath London Smith and like a crossing concept.
I don't think so. I think they had 2 receivers to the right, and then they just kind of got in the way. I just think it was the right wide receiver coming. I mean, what route are you running? What are you doing? I think he should have been running a post.
As London Smith goes in motion.
Empty backfield here on 3rd and long. Savoy
another quarterback
going to keep this one on the counter. This time falls down after only picking up about a yard.
Wonder could have seen that.
That count on 4th. But what does he see here on 4th down? They going for it, or are they going to kick the field goal? Looks like the offense staying out here on the field right now on 4th down and long.
I'm going to make a prediction. They're getting the ball to London Smith, whatever it is.
I mean, they're hunting for him early.
And they're going to do it next quarter.
Yeah. What about second half? I think they're still going to get him the same ball the same way.
What I'm saying is the next play is going to happen in the second quarter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Second quarter coming up here. We're going to take a very quick break here on Centex Sports Network. First quarter of action, 7-0 University Trojans. We'll be right back after this short break.
Sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
We can't be the guys that's going to be timid and not knowing what's going on. You play hard, you play together. I mean, that's all we ask.
This is what we all have to do.
Be locked in, focus, just be disciplined, all right?
Now I feel like Kyrie, I'ma have to take the shot. If they tryna call me dog, I gotta hit the block. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. I got my bad hoodie with a rollie on, eating pasta like Corleone. I don't got time for no fake boy. If you got the money, gon' show me some. I got 2 whips and I'm self-paid. Never got help, bro, I'm self-made. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop.
Get back to the action here. 4th down now as we come out of this timeout, and now we see the field goal unit is on the field for the Trojans.
Looks like they're going to attempt a 33-yard field goal. High snap, kick is up. And it's
no good there for the Trojans, and Waco High still alive here, 7-0 as we just start off the second quarter with the missed field goal for the Trojans. Waco High once again, though, going to have to go the length of the field in order to get down, and so far we just haven't seen much success out of this offense.
Hey, Jalen, I want to mention if people who are trying to watch on Facebook are experiencing difficulties, you can go to Centex Sports Network on YouTube. That's Centex Sports Network on YouTube, and watch it uninterrupted without jitters, smooth as
smooth as football. That's what we're going to go with. First down run here for Waco High.
As a baby bottle.
Yeah, there we go. First down run here for Waco High. It's going to give them some positive yardage down. Second and 6.
Hey, that's the best run of the day for Waco
Best
High.
run of the night so far.
Look like they've gotten into a power set, and they're just going. That's old Waco High football right there, baby.
As they rush once again, second down, and they get just shy of the line to gain. They're using some of that old Coach Tusa-ism, and they're going to run that pill this time and say we're going to try to move the ball that way.
Yeah, at some point you got to buckle down and line up in their face and say we're going to run it right here, and it's man on man.
I want to thank you guys that are tuning in as I see some of the numbers going up here on YouTube with us. Make sure you guys jump in the live chat. Let us know where are you watching from in this game, and let us know who you're rooting for in this game, whether that be the Waco High side or whether that be the University side as well. So thank you guys for tuning in with us, and let us know which side you're watching from. First down now. It's going to be a quick pass. Gets it out quickly. Picked up. Looks like about 8 yards that time on the first down. That was backed up a little bit by penalty. Going to give them in the second down and 8.
That was good. Waco High just get the first down just on the play before. They had a penalty that backed them up. It sets up a second, and looks like running the football. They found something in there.
And they're going to hand it off once again. They have found something. Another handoff that gets some pretty positive yardage there once again for the Waco High Lions as they're getting some mojo, and they're moving down the field now, getting near midfield. Third and very short coming up.
For so long, this makes my heart feel good right here. For so long, Jalen, this was our identity.
Yeah.
This is who we were as a program. We were going to line up. We weren't going to fake you or out or anything like that. Great catch.
Great catch that time on a pivotal third down. 3rd and 1 picked up. Waco High moves the chains. They get a first down.
We were going to line up and we were going to run right at you. And every now and then we were going to run this old 45 counter T.
That was the basis of the Waco High program, running the ball. You knew it was coming.
First down and 10. Got another one. Handoff up the middle. This time looks like University was waiting on it. Picks up short yardage on that first down.
And here's the thing: you can't be discouraged by that. You can't be discouraged. You got to realize, you got to look at what they're doing, make your adjustments. Because again, when you're running these type plays, you got to block any front.
Good adjustment by the Waco High.
Look like they got some run blitzes going.
And he's going to bounce off a tackle. Picks up enough for the first downs. It looks like he's tackled right at the first down line. And some of that momentum starting to shift towards the Lions now as they pick up another first down.
Hey, Wayne, looks like University's kind of went to like some run blitzes. What are they risking by going into some run blitzes here as Waco High is trying to run the football?
When you run blitz, man, it's just once you get a crack, it's wide open. It's a touchdown. So that's what you risk when you run blitz. It's just one missed tackle and
Katie bar the door.
And a flag comes out on the field, and that's been something we've said too many times already here early in the game. Flag out on the field this time against Waco High. That's going to back them up and take away some of that momentum.
They have the size advantage in the interior other than 99. Mr. Downey looked like I said, he's kind of hard to move as they drop back and try to forward pass.
That goes over the head of Adrian Johnson, the intended target that time on the pass. Now a second down and long after the penalty and the incomplete pass. 2nd and 15. See if Waco High can keep some of that momentum they had going. First down, the hand just went off for a run, and it's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Going to be a 3rd and very long now for the Lions coming up. That penalty and then the pass, Rock, because they kind of got away from the run game. They got them to the spot.
Well, you got to drop back and pass it at some point. I think first down is a great time to pass, but they have to eliminate the penalty. They have to eliminate the penalty. Like here, you have a 3rd and 15. If you get 10 to 8 yards, you may be in fourth down territory.
They back this one up. It's going to be a pass long over the middle. Didn't have a man open. Looks like his intended target that time was once again Adrian Johnson, but 2 men in coverage that time by this no-fly zone of University.
Yeah, they had 2 guys on the coverage. They had number 14, Darryl Stewart, and number 9, Jeremiah Green. They had him pretty.
But you have to be encouraged by what Waco High just did. They moved the ball. And great adjustment by the guys in the press box. So we'll see what this does for the rest of the game. If they're able to do it and eliminate the small things like the penalty.
You got to execute this punt without fail here. Hopefully.
Long punt. He's able to catch this one. Gets the punt off, but it's a short kick. Gets a bounce. This one will roll all the way down to about the 24-yard line as the Trojans will have to go the length of the field as they get the ball back once again. Folks, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here with us on Friday Night Flex. We're live here at WISD Stadium for this great occasion, Waco High versus University. And now stands are starting to look like it's Waco High versus University, even though they're going to be battling against weather and guys being spread out, time changes, all types of different things. But always a great occasion when these two teams can match up with each other.
Oh, yeah. Hey, also, if you're in the chat and you want to make a comment, we'll take a look at your comment and possibly, if it's decent, we'll read it on
Only if it's decent, huh?
Yeah, we're not going to read. Hey, you can't be talking crazy now.
On our Facebook chat, Bronche White says, watching the game from Wisconsin tonight. Rock, we made it all the way to Wisconsin with the stream tonight.
I had a conversation with Bronche yesterday. He's a very passionate Waco High football fan, man. He lives and breathes this stuff. And he can't wait till we get back to prominence the way we once were.
Savoy throws this one to the outside in a long pass that's going to be caught and brought down after picking up about 6 or 7 yards. Very long pass getting all the way over to the sideline there, but it's going to set him up over to the sideline there, but it's going to set him up over to the sideline there.
As I sit out there and watch him throw that long pass like that, and again, as they run this next play.
Savoy gets hit on the drop back, and that one will be short as he tried to find London Smith that time, who was
wide open.
Yeah, wide open that time,
but they touched him though.
Yeah.
But he had pressure on him, so
QB had changed it. There goes that blitz that you was talking about, Rock, just a second ago, actually working that time and getting back there and hitting the QB.
You know, I just can't imagine my teammates Reggie Miller and Eric Moore allowing those long passes to be completed out there. I'm sure they'd be a little more closer to him. Shout out to my good friends Reggie Miller and Eric Moore, our two corners on the 1987 Waco High defense.
3rd and 2. They're going to hand this one off right up the middle, and he's going to be brought down short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up decision time once again for the Trojans. If they don't get this, could be the best field position for Waco High so far tonight.
This is showing no respect for Waco High here if they go for it.
4th and 2. They're going to get in a hurry up, and now Savoy will calm it down and try to get the play call.
This is showing no respect. This is saying, I don't believe my opponent
can stop me,
nor can they score on me. This
4th and 2. University hands this one off right up the middle. It's going to be close as he's brought down just at the line, and the ref will give him a spot that gives him enough for the first down.
Yeah, man, that's the comfort of playing a team that you know that you're better than.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You can take a chance on your own 33-yard line and on 4th and 2 run the football and have relatively no doubt that either you can get the first down or if you don't make it, you can stop the team. Waco High needs to make a statement here and get a turnover.
Savoy, long pass on first down. It's going to float out of bounds on the sidelines. He tried to find Green on the outside there. Unable to, is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Just under 7 minutes left to go in the first half.
But as a Waco High alumnus, I can truly say, even though we're down by 7, I think we're in a great situation.
You're in a great situation. Like I said, this is what's going to happen in the first half. When you play a team that's your cross-town rivalry kids that you grew up with, there's no fear there.
Now, these are all guys they play Little League with and against everybody out here on this field, so everyone is very familiar with each other. 2nd down and 10. Savoy going to hand this one off to Brown. Brown makes a cut, gets up the middle of the field. He's still going. Couple of guys to beat. Can he make a miss? Makes another man miss. Can he make the last man miss? He does. Oh, and the turf monster gets him right as he was getting ready to walk into the end zone. But what a great run that time by the Trojans and by Ray Brown Jr. breaking that one open.
You know, we have been able to kind of stop the big plays from happening. Waco High had been have been able to stop the big plays, but that was a big play for sure right there. A long, looks like a 50-yard run for the running back.
That was Ray Brown Jr. able to get that 50-plus yard running. And now
Ray Brown Jr. That sounds like an R&B singer.
Ray Brown he needs some backup singer. What's it going to be there? But now Waco High looks like they get a much-needed timeout there. As you said, really their first big play that they've given up the entire game. So they get a quick timeout to try to regroup their defense. We got a couple of seconds here in the timeout. Let me get some quick score updates from around the Central Texas area. Midway and Killeen, final score from Leo Buckley Stadium. Midway barely escapes 28-20 in a win over the winless Killeen team. Cedar Park up 15-7 on Lake Belton. Belton up 7-0 on Brian Rudder. Gatesville and China Spring, Rock, we talked about this in pregame. A real deal battle going on in Gatesville. 21-21 is the score there halfway through the game there in the second quarter. We already said La Vega got the win last night over Robinson 31-27. West up 14-0 on Grosbeck. And see if they're And that is, some of these teams haven't got some score updates in because they're still pending here due to weather. But already seeing some tough games going on, especially in District 12 there. So University coming out here 1st and 8 as we have a Just Soul Food red zone attempt once again. This time, London Smith, direct snap. He's going to get this one. He's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to keep this one instead. Can he get through this line? Almost makes it through to score his second touchdown, and Rock, your prediction comes true. He's going to do everything but kick it tonight.
Oh, he kicks it. He's the punter.
Okay, so he's going to do everything but call the play tonight for the coaches. There's London Smith on that attempt. That could have been a pass. He keeps it, though. Going to be 2nd and 6 now. 2nd and 6 in the red zone. Ball on the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. Savoy in the backfield. Going to hand this one off once again, and he'll keep his feet churning, keep him moving, and a touchdown for the Trojans as they extend their lead. Big-time touchdown. This time is Darius Thomas. Gets the handoff, makes him pay. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, the Trojans had been, moving the ball, football exclusively in the passing game, right? And after they got that first down deep in their own territory on 4th down, they kind of switched to the running game. They got a big run, and then they got another run here. So they may have decided they were going to get physical with it as well on offense, the same way that Waco High did. Look like they have a little, hey, what you call this walk with a swinging gate they're running here?
That's what it is. You have to go for
2-point conversion. London, he is going to try to throw it this time and completes it. Does he keep it? He does keep it for the catch. 2-point conversion completed. London Smith adding a little bit of everything to his resume here tonight.
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, you called it out. You said he was going to do everything. He's already caught, thrown, and ran so far, and we're only a quarter and a half into the game as the Trojans extend their lead 15-0 now here at WISD Stadium.
Now we're at a critical point in the game.
Yeah.
Waco High's 2 scores down, and they need to put some points on the board here in the first half.
Yes, they do. Before halftime appears, they need to put something on. And it's not all bad for Waco High. They moved the ball last possession, and we'll see if they can can improve on that and move the ball this possession.
What was happening in the last possession? They were moving the ball with the running game. Unfortunately, they were having so many errors in the passing game.
Yeah.
I mean, pre-snap penalties is what I'm saying.
Right.
They were having so many pre-snap penalties, they were getting the ball 1st and 15. And so the running game, unless you get a chunk play in the running game, you can't really navigate those 1st and 15s,
Right, yeah. Put yourself in a bad position.
Put yourself in a hole.
Yeah.
You're starting off behind. Even if you get a 5-yard run on 1st down, you're still behind the chains.
But great adjustment by both teams. Both teams came out and moved the ball on the last possession, which resulted in a touchdown for University.
Waco High is going to get this one out of the back right near the end zone. They take it down just past the 30-yard line, and a good return that time for the Lions. Going to set them up with some decent field position by Andre Kelly, able to get that return. Like you guys are both alluding to, the run game was working in their last drive. It was really just the pre-snap penalties that kind of took Waco High out of that drive, as it does. We see it all the time, especially covering high school. Those penalties are a drive killer.
Yes, sir. Yes, they are. You want to have manageable first downs, and they hadn't been able to have manageable first downs. It's 1st and 15, or it's 2nd and 10, and you want 2nd and 3rd and medium, which is 5 and beyond.
That's as much as it went down.
And this one, a pass that's almost picked off as they get a hand on the ball right past the line of scrimmage, set it up for the DB to try to come in and get a pick. And this University defense, we know they can get after the football. When the ball is in the air, these guys are known for making plays out there, and that's what they almost had a chance to do.
The University coaches are in the booth next to us, and they thought they had one.
Yeah,
they seen it coming. We heard them hollering before when the ball was in the air.
Hand this one off on 2nd down and long. Only a very short gain there. It looks like about maybe a yard they pick up there. So it's going to be another 3rd and long, and we've seen Waco High in this situation multiple times now with 3rd and longs.
Looks like University came out on defense with a commitment to stop the run. looked like they had a man in every gap on that play. So let's see what they do on this 3rd and long. Again, you want to pick up this 3rd down, but what you want to do, don't want to do is create a turnover.
Yeah, they run this one on 3rd down, playing it safe. That time's what it looks like is it's going to be 4th down now once again, and we're going to see special teams and punt unit come out for Waco High. They're going to punt this one back to University's offense.
Yeah. Now you give University a chance to go down and score before halftime and really put the game out of hand, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys said, this drive is going to be pivotal because you get up 21-0 now going into half, 22-0 going into half. It could change the entire trajectory of the game. This one punted away, and it's going to drop down near the 40-yard line, and this one will take a roll back. Gets a decent bounce as it'll hit all the way at about the 34-yard line. And University, they've got 4.5 minutes left.
Like a 36-yard punt. That's a really good punt by the punter, number 0.
That's Jalen Good. He's one of their top tacklers as well on the defensive side of the ball, and he's had some decent punts all night long. I mean, the best play of the night was probably him running that one that went over his head for about 25 yards to pick up a 1st down there. So we'll see if this Waco High defense can get a stop. If you're University, I think I can imagine where they're going with the ball here on this drive because we've seen a good dose of it already in this first half.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Waco High defense is going to come out here and make a big play.
Well, they're going to see if they do. It's 1st down and 10. They drop back, pass to the middle of the field, gets this one down quickly, just short of the 1st down line to gain to number 1. Once again, London Smith picks up about 8 yards on that play.
Yes, good hands catch on a slant route to him that was thrown behind him, and he reaches back and grabs the ball.
The Baylor commit been making plays all night tonight. Unfortunately, he won't be able to suit up for the Bears on Saturday as my Bears have been struggling the last couple of weeks. But we get a chance to talk about that at halftime. 2nd down to 2. Savoy going to drop back. Lets this one go long down the middle of the field and misses his guy a little bit too long as he was looking for London Smith, who set up the corner perfectly there, got inside leverage, and had him just ball sailed over him.
You know, he's delivered a number of overthrown balls to open wide receivers. Mechanically, are you seeing anything that would cause that, Walker, as he tries to deliver the ball? Or?
Man, you just got to throw a manageable, catchable ball. Like, if I have a receiver like that, I want to underthrow. I'd rather underthrow him than overthrow him because I know he can make that play. And he has to set his feet. He kind of moving in the pocket a little bit and not kind of setting his feet, and that's what he needs to do.
Ray Brown picks up a 1st down that time on 3rd and short. It's almost like they know they can go to that one on short yardage. So on 2nd down, repeatedly, they've tested the waters and throwing the ball deep because so far on 3rd and on 4th down, they're able to pick up those short yardage plays just like Ray Brown did right there. 1st down, once again, they're going to come out 4 wide receiver set. 1 man in the backfield. They give it to Brown in the backfield. He's able to make 1 man miss, spins, and he's going to be brought down for a tough 5-yard gain that time by Ray Brown.
And they're just moving the sticks. I mean, you still have 3 minutes left to go before halftime, so you kind of want to run the ball and be kind of balanced so you can get in the end zone and don't leave any time for Waco High.
There's plenty of time for University to get down the field and get another Terry Black's touchdown here, as they've already got 2 of them up so far here on 2nd down. They're going to fake the handoff, get it out quickly to their receiver, London Smith, unable to come up with the grab there near the sideline. So a very important now 3rd down for this Waco High defense if they're able to come out here and get a stop. 3rd and 5.
Well, I would run the ball in this instance because I know I got a 4th down, just kind of make it a manageable 4th down play.
And that's what we've seen on multiple 3rd downs now from the Trojans. They're already thinking about this as 4-down territory. I mean, they went for it on 4th and 3, backed up against their own 30. So I'm sure they'd be going for it on this 4th down right here. 3rd down and 5. Savoy is going to drop back. Lets this one go on the screen. Once again, another successful screen. This one gets out, and he's still moving down the sideline. Won't be brought down out of bounds until he gets to about the 15-yard line. Great play call. Great timely play screen.
That's just a kneel on the catch. That's just a great play by the University staff. That was into a blitz. You know, it was a blitz, a pressure look, and he was able to slip across the field on almost like a middle screen to what he is essentially a tight end.
Yeah, tight end.
And yeah, that was a great call. I mean, University is really dialing it up today, and they're in some critical situations. They've had some great calls.
First down, looks like they're going to fake the handoff, get this one out quickly to London Smith. He takes his time, lines it up, and he's just going to try to power his way through, and he does for another Terry Black touchdown. London Smith, second touchdown of the night, and that is definitely some bully ball right there.
Bully ball.
That's just bigger, stronger, faster.
You see there on the replay, man, he just lines up.
And walks him in.
Walks him straight into the end zone, and talks a little noise as he gets up too, man, and I would be too.
I don't want to talk any noise after I got ran over like that.
Well, you know the deal in that, Walker, is.
And I think this one could be coming back. I think a flag came out on the field, fellas, that is causing this one to come back. So it won't actually be a touchdown, but he's not going to forget it. It still happened.
You can't hesitate there and wait for a move.
Yeah.
You have to attack him. You have to strike first.
Right.
London Smith isn't the kind of guy that it doesn't become in your favor just by watching it.
No. They're going to get this one back to Ray Brown. He picks up good yardage, and another holding after another run through there by Ray Brown. This Trojans team is playing physical, but it looks like a holding is going to bring them back.
We're going to tell Rodney Sims, man, they threw a lot of laundry on the ground tonight.
Hey, they need to keep their hands off those defensive linemen. If they block him instead of hold him, they wouldn't throw it.
Yeah, and he's been a guy that's been to the studio and talked about refereeing and all this. We're going to have him back in, man.
Rodney, we're going to holler at you this week, man. Let's try to get back in the studio and tell us about and you can explain these 10, 15 penalties you called in the first half out here. But no, shout out to Sims and his staff, man, doing a great job. First down and 25 now after back-to-back penalties with 2 minutes left to go.
My back judge is my cousin BT back there, Brian Thomas. Yeah.
So we got a star-studded WISD ref crew out here tonight as well.
Like everybody on the field from Waco, huh?
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout call now. First down and 25 on the timeout, just a minute, 56 left to go. Rock, is this a situation that Waco High has to try to come out with the stop? Now you backed them up because the 2 penalties. It's first and 25. Kind of changed the trajectory of what we thought was just about to happen.
Well, what you have to do here is Waco High is again, you cannot win the game in the first half, but you down sure can lose it.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
And I think being down 21 makes this a totally different game than being down 15 or even being down 18 if they get to kick a field goal. It's a different game. And you can go in with some type of momentum, right, if you can stop them here and get a score, get a field goal or a touchdown.
Right.
You know, something at some point. You just can't spar with the guy. If you're in a fight, it ain't just good enough to not get hit.
Yeah.
So at some point,
gotta do some hitting.
Yeah, you gotta
hit back. Yeah, you gotta hit back. You know what I mean? You can't score without hitting back.
Yeah.
But like Rock said, man, it's a lot better to be down by 2 scores than 3.
Yeah.
You know, so. This
essentially
would be
3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And this would be big for them if they can come out and they can stop University at this.
But if there's any time you can stop, if you can't stop them on first and 25, you can't stop them.
Yeah. I mean, they had positive plays. They took away a touchdown, and then they took away about a 15-yard run.
Low snap. Savoy's got to get this one out quick. Another screen time up. This time Waco High was ready for it.
Are they still in signals? They gotten the screen called several times when Waco High has had a blitz on.
Yeah.
There's something. Do you think there's something tipping off the blitz, Wayne?
Well, it could be formations. It could be
situation.
I don't know. Situation. Yeah. I mean, where they at on the field. I don't know what's tipping them off, but probably tendencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, more likely tendency. We're week 8 in the season now, so everybody's got film on everybody at this point. And the first 2 screens were extremely timely. Yeah, they're very deadly screens, but that time Waco High sniffed it out. Second down to 24. Savoy lets this one go down the sideline, and London Smith is going to be wide open.
This isn't overthrown.
This one is not overthrown, as London Smith had time to call call home and talk to his mama a little bit that time before the touchdown. Wide open touchdown for another Terry Black's touchdown. London Smith in the end zone. Here on the replay, you see he had about 5-6 yards of separation that time.
And I don't understand it because it was a zone coverage. And in zone, you don't let anybody get behind you. And he got behind the defense, and it resulted in 6 points.
Got way behind him that time as the Baylor commit pulls in his second touchdown of the game. Now with a field goal attempt, chance to make this 22-0, and that's exactly what they do. With 1:09 left to go here in this first half, the U-Dogs, the Trojans, up 22-0 here as we come back out. Looks like they're going to come back out, get ready to kick this one off. Waco High is going to have one more opportunity to try to get some points up here on the board. Before they come out to kick off, some quick score updates as we do here on Friday Night Flex. Some teams having trouble getting score updates in. I see some of these have stayed the same, but we'll give you guys some updates. Looks like 29-14 lead for Cedar Park over Lake Belton. That game is taking place right now. Belton still with the 7-0 lead over Brian Rudder. Looking for a score update for that China Spring in Gatesville. They show us still tied up 21-21. I think they're at the halftime already by now. West up 21-0 on Grosbeck right now. Teague up against an undefeated Powell Westwood. Teague up 21-7 in what could be a potential upset here tonight. Bosqueville up 21-7 on Italy. Clifton and Toller in the battle. Clifton up 14-13 in that game right now. Looks like Frost and Hubbard has already come to an end. Frost with a huge win, 63-13 out there, and Mark up 16-0 on Meridian early. University coming back out to kick this one off. 1:09 left to go. Waco High still with another chance to try to get some points on the board here before we get into the halftime.
Hey, Wayne, do you throw caution to the wind here to try to get a –
You just take it into halftime, man, and try not to make any more mistakes and come back and get it together and then come back out the next half and try to play football and try to catch up. And just right now, you just kneel the ball. Just kneel the ball, just run the ball.
That's pretty conservative. If we were playing Madden, you wouldn't do it.
But this ain't Madden. This ain't Madden. See,
there's no way you'd kneel right here if you were on
if I was on the 1 yard line, my own 1 yard line,
I'm going for it. What?
On 4th down.
I'm only punting if it's 4th and 20. I'm going for it on Madden, man. I don't care where it is on 4th down. I'm one of them type of Madden plays. But here come Waco High with 1:03 left to go. Here they're going to have the ball on the 33-yard line. Decent field position for the Lions as they try to move down the field.
You got to get some – I put it like this. If you get something positive happening here, then you can decide that you're going to try to attack the –
Looks like they're going to get a reverse that is going to be sniffed out by the defense, but a tackle there that looks like he might have got him by the collar and brought him down, horse collar, and that could be a momentum spark that Waco High needs. That should move him up about 15 yards.
I just hate those kind of plays because a guy can get his leg trapped up under him.
And they actually got him for a face mask. That's what they call a personal foul face mask on this play.
So they'll tack 15 yards onto this and they'll move Waco High up.
You got to take a shot
here. Now
though.
You have to take a shot. Now you want to try to get the ball in there and try to do something with it. Now you're on your other side of the field. So it should be about the 50, right? So
right at the 50-yard line.
So they'll get the ball in midfield. And plenty of time left, 56 seconds left. They got one timeout left in their back pocket as they got a chance to try to move down the field now. 1st down and 10. The ball moved up to midfield.
At your own 49, you got to take a shot here.
Yeah, and they just playing man to man. You have to take a shot.
Coming out in another scrunch set. They're going to drop back, let this one go off quickly. And that pass is caught after it was tipped a few times there. Dangerous pass, though, throwing it out to the other side of the field there.
Wide side.
To the wide side of the field.
Number 24, the junior Rashad Smith got his hand on the ball. He got a real unlucky break there that it went right to the wide receiver.
2nd down now after that 6-yard gain. Another drop back pass. They let this one go on their own screen. Had some real estate in front of them, but the pass went through the hands of his intended target that time.
Now, that's another situation where the coaches had a good call, good play, great situation, extremely safe, and the kids couldn't execute the play. That happened, you know.
And we saw one like that earlier in the game, Rock, on that RPO that similar had a guy in the middle of the field wide open. I think it was the same guy as well. Third down now, 3rd and 4. They're going to come out with trips. They let this one go on the running back. The running back able to pick up enough for the first down. So good timely run that time by the Lions, able to pick up a first down, and that'll move the chains for him as Latamrion Marshall able to get that one. And it looks like, will this be a timeout before the play was called? And I believe it will be a timeout called. And if that is Waco High, that'll be their final time.
No, that was University.
University,
They
okay.
had to, or they would have had 12 men on the field.
And would have been another penalty that we've seen multiple times from this University squad.
I know this is in, the 2-minute situation, but do you think Waco High should – this is the most success they've had on offense the entire game. In a 2-minute situation, should they kind of mix it up on offense in the second half to go to some hurry up or
And I think they should. I mean, they got them on the head. They got to have University on the heels. They made the adjustment to run the ball, which has been successful for them, what they've been doing with great ease at this point. But you have to mix it in, run some receiver screens, quarterback draws, whatever you can. So we'll see what they do. But now you got time is against you. That's your only enemy right now.
They come out trips left. They throw it to the right. He's got a man, 1-on-1 coverage down there. And who will make the play? The ball is made. The play is made. A catch made that time. Looks like Andre Kelly, who they've been going to all night, picks that one up.
That's number 2, correct?
Yes.
Andre Kelly.
Yes, sir. Big time catch. Puts him in the red zone. 26 seconds left. They're going to come out, hurry up, and the ball goes over the quarterback's head. He's got to get on top of this. He does, falls down, but that's going to make them have to stop the clock. Probably going to have to use a timeout here. They're not so far. Clock is still ticking. I'm not sure if they're going to try to get another playoff here. And now a timeout is finally called with 13 seconds left.
That was maybe 6 seconds too late right there.
Yeah, definitely very late.
You got to call a timeout right there.
Almost worst case scenario after that huge play made by Kelly on that catch.
So now, instead of having 3 plays to get it done, now you only have 2.
So,
with no timeout.
So one of the things I've noticed in the hurry up, it's okay to rush to line up, but there's no rush to snap the ball. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it looks like they're just trying to hurry up and snap the ball when, in essence, you hurry up, you line up, because I don't think the quarterbacks can get a good look at the defense if he's trying to snap the ball.
You don't know what you're doing, and the thing about it, the clock was already stopped because it was a first down. So, and it was a pass play. So, I mean, you could take your time in that situation and survey the field and see what you see if you get anybody.
And that's the quarterback, Jordan Alvarez. Now, he's not the one that snapped the ball, but I think in a rush to get the ball snapped, the center errantly hiked the ball over his head.
So now second down and very long. He's going to have to let this one go quickly. Finds a man in the middle of the field, incomplete pass, and they're going to get 7 seconds as well. They'll stop the clock now on 3rd down, and you go from 1st and 4 to now 3rd and 20 plus after that play, and Waco High going to have to try to get a big play here.
Yeah, so is that number 85 there, Jamarian Howard Crawford? That looks like a couple passes that they've tried to get to him, just can't quite connect here. This is probably the last play you run before you try to kick the ball.
And they get another one to Kelly.
Oh, that's
Kelly. And no, they're going to say incomplete. I thought I definitely would have seen pass interference, but no pass interference called there. It's just going to be 4th down as 14 there for the Trojans. Look like Darryl Stewart. I mean, being handsy would be an understatement. He threw the guy on the ground.
Well, Waco High is going to try to attempt a field goal at this point to try to get something on the board.
This is a 34-yard field goal. We had University attempt one earlier, unsuccessful. Let's see what the Lions can do here in this situation before half.
To get the kick off, and it looked like the kick was batted down, blocked at the line of scrimmage. And that is going to do it for the first half. Waco High unable to get some points up on the board here. Folks, as we're here live at WISD Stadium, 22-0 as University goes into the locker room with the lead here live. Folks, we want to thank everybody been watching with us. We're going to take a short break here at halftime. You'll get a chance to see some of the band. We'll come back, give you guys some analysis before the rest of the game starts here in the second half. Thank you. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing this stream once again. Let everybody know you can watch University versus Waco High right here on Centex Sports Network. Going into the locker room, University 22, Waco High 0. We're going to be back here in the middle of halftime. We'll be back after this short break.
We can't be the guys that's going to be timid and not knowing what's going on. You play hard, you play together. I mean, that's all we ask.
This is what we all have to do.
Be locked in, focus, just be disciplined, all right?
Now I feel like Kyrie, I'ma have to take the shot. If they tryna call me dog, I gotta hit the box. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. I got my black hoodie with a rollie on, eating pasta like Corleone. I don't got time for no fake boy. If you got the money, gon' show me some. I got 2 whips and I'm self-paid. Never got help, bro, I'm self-made. Started from the bottom, but we made it to the top. And I told them time is money, that's why I don't ever stop. What up, say? Whole month in the studio, said I'm locked in. My stock going way up, I got options. Yeah, they fine, but stop playing, you not him. Wait, the numbers going up.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished.
For Waco ISD, and done a great job. He's retiring after this year, but after 44 years at Waco ISD, Ed, you've been a role model, a father figure, a coach, a mentor, and a leader of both young and adult men. And we appreciate you so much, and thank you for that. Plus, you've been a friend to so many, all the people here gathered at the 50. There's nothing better than those lasting friendships and the respect you earn from the job you do. So, Councilwoman Andrea Bearfield has an announcement she'd like to make.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Mayor Pro Tem Andrea Bearfield with the City of Waco. We are excited tonight to be able to celebrate a legend. I'm going to issue this proclamation from the City of Waco, but from a personal statement, I appreciate the love that you've given me, my husband, my family, because that mentor role, that coach role, that's universal, and that's well done. And I personally appreciate everything that you've done for us and the City of Waco. But in my official capacity, every meaningful chapter in education is written by a passionate educator who leads not only with expertise, but with heart. And few have embodied this more fully than Coach Ed Love. Coach Love began his journey with Waco ISD in 1982 as a physical education coach. For over 40 years, he has dedicated himself to education as a teacher, coach, mentor, administrator, and leader. Whether inspiring students in the classroom as a social studies teacher, or overseeing programs and campuses as a principal and administrator, his career has been characterized by unwavering growth, commitment, and service. His dedication went beyond the regular school year as he championed summer school programs, supported campus revitalization efforts, and nurtured athletic teams that promote teamwork, discipline, and pride throughout the district. His leadership, distinguished by consistency, integrity, and genuine care for students and staff alike, has earned him deep respect from colleagues and heartfelt admiration from countless students whose lives he has impacted. Tonight, we pause to honor a man who has worn many titles: teacher, coach, principal, and leader, but above all, has been a steadfast advocate for students, staff, and the spirit of Waco High School. Therefore, We hereby designate October 24th, 2025 as Coach Ed Love Day. We do that to City of Waco and Coach on all citizens to join the City Council, city staff, and me in recognizing Coach Ed Love for 44 years of exceptional service to the Waco ISD School District and in wishing him the very best as he embarks on a well-earned retirement. He leaves behind a lasting legacy, evident in every student who has elevated because he showed up each day with purpose and passion. In testimony whereof, witness my hand the seal of the City of Waco this 24th day of October. Congratulations and thank you, Coach Love, for everything you do.
All right, you're going to get to talk in a second, but not yet. Coach, there's more. We invite you to turn your attention to the videos now, where the district has put together a little something to honor you.
This is Garrett Johnson, former Waco High line and former Texas Longhorn and former Kansas City Chiefs. That's a lot of former that you get up there. Thank you. Appreciate it. We love you. Thank you for the support you showed me personally, being on the staff, being a coach of mine for several years, being able to pour into the youth, serve at a high level. This is what you do. This is your impact, coach.
Coach Love, thank you for all the years of dedication here at Waco ISD and for all you've done. From the time I was one of your student athletes to the time I had the opportunity to coach your son, Kenneth, and from your mentorship on the administration side. I want to thank you. We love you. Wish you the best of luck in retirement.
Hey, Love, congratulations, man. I'm very proud of you, proud of your retirement. You enjoyed the dream that from Waco, Salisbury College, to now the career you had. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, Coach. You've made such a big impact, both athletically and academically. I went to school 6 of you over the years. I want the good Lord to bless you. I want to wish you a long and lasting retirement, and hope that you enjoy your days doing other things that you like to do. Good morning, Coach Love, and good evening. I just thank my friends for the line for the morning, and I would like to thank you for your 44 years of service to our children. I'd like to thank you for your kindness, your love, and your guidance that you show my children. I'd like to thank you for your valuable love that you show me. So I welcome you to retirement home this fun.
Hey, Coach Love, it's Alyssa Riggs. First off, we need to say I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished, not just as my principal, but as a mentor, a leader, and a friend to so many people. Your office never felt like a place to be disjointed. It's always open to represent, to listen, and act as a benefit.
Thank you. You've been a great boss since 2009. I really appreciate it. Go and enjoy yourself, travel, golf, chill on your patio, lunch with your former student. Call me if you need me at your retirement.
I'm Mr. Gillis, Waco ISD alumni and currently a member of the Chicago Bears. I'd like to thank the Waco ISD administration for giving me a brief moment to say thank you to an extraordinary coach, educator, and administrator of everyone. Thank you for all that you've done for me and all the students you taught. Coach Obi on the state of career and my family too. Congratulations, and I wish you the best of it.
Coach Love, I hope you've enjoyed tonight. 44 years, you have influenced so many lives in this community. Thank you for all that you have done. Tonight, you've had friends from the Houston area, the Dallas area, and right here in Waco. We appreciate the hard work and we are proud of you. Best of luck to you in your retirement.
So, Coach, 44 years, a lot of the people in that video are here tonight to honor you and show you their love because you showed them the love, the integrity, the right way to do things for all those years. And so Now, Superintendent Dr. Spicer has one more gift.
On behalf of Waco Independent School District, we want to thank you for choosing us and investing 44 years of your career into us, our students, our community, and our families. You have a lasting impact that will impact us and we will legacy for generations to come. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and we have this small token of appreciation to tell you how much we care for you. We're going to miss you, but you're coming back. You're coming back. We love you.
Thank you, Dr. Spicer. All right, now, Ed, your turn.
It's the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. I just want to say thank you to all my friends, everyone who showed up. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I really, really appreciate you. It's been a pleasure to work with you. Thank you so much.
Coach Ed Love, round of applause for 44 years dedicated to the students and the staff and educating Waco IC. Proud to be your friend, brother. All right, thank you so much. And now we're going to turn our attention to the band halftime performances. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Coming to you live are the beautiful, the talented, and oh so classy UHS Highlighters. Highlighter leadership includes Captains Anaya Zavala and Malaya Davis. Highlighter of the week is Anaya Zavala. Today we will be featuring a jazz band hit entitled Let It Whip with the Mighty Children Band. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the UHS Highlighters. Trust us for this one. Trust us. We've tried. Here's Get Buck. Connally children marching band under the direction of Director of Games Gavin Mariachi, Archie having the floor. Assistant Band Director, Final Director, and Social Media Manager, Mr. Jason Terrell. Assistant Band Director, Mr. Alexis Sr. Band Tech includes Augustine Heinrich and Archie having the floor. Culinary Instructor, Vega Hernandez. We would like to thank Superintendent Dr. Tiffany Spicer, Fine Arts Director, Larry Carpenter, University High School Principal Dr. Kenesha Johnson, and the rest of our administration for the immense support they give to our program. We would also like to thank our band booster and parents for all that they do for our students. What we do would not be possible without your support. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the University High School Mighty Trojan Marching Band. Waco High School proudly presents the award-winning Lion Pride Marching Band and Scarlet Line Drill Team. Waco High School is proud to present the Scarlet Line Drill Team under the direction of Lashonda Gaines. Scarlet Line officers are Captain Taylor Tyler, Co-Captain Renisha Lewis Turner, First Lieutenant Nevaeh Johnson, and Second Lieutenant Nyakaira Dempsey. Social officers are Camila Morales, Chloe Solman, Alyssa Rosario, Journey Neal, and Adriana Davis. Get ready for a rocking performance of Britney Spears' Toxic, and welcome to the field, the Scarlet Line. Waco High School proudly presents the award-winning and URL area marching Congress bound 2025 live marching band. The band is under the direction of Irish City, Jalen, and Austin. The color guard take the sky from me. Jordan Mesa, Jeremiah Cabral, Zaza Pacheco, and Luke Warren. Tonight, the Lions Ride Band is performing their 2025 competition show, The Rebels of the Rising Sun, featuring music from Firefly, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Star Trek, Into Darkness, and House of the Rising Sun. Lions Ride, take the field. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lions Ride Band would like to thank you for your attention and support. A special shout out to the amazing band, You Rock. Our wonderful sponsors for the band are International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 72 Union, Business Angels, Outlet Record Supply, and Burns Wilson. The band would especially like to thank the Waco ISD School Board, Superintendent Dr. Tiffany Foster, Principal Joseph Alexander, Finance Director Larry Carpenter, and Administrative Assistant Susan Ramon for their unwavering commitment to the arts. Let's hear it one more time for the award-winning Waco High Lions Ride Band.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back into Centex Sports Network as we're coming out of the halftime locker room. Want to give you guys some quick score updates before we jump right back into everything. As you see the U-Dogs coming back onto the field, 22-0 lead up on Waco High right now as they enter into this third quarter. Some quick scoring updates from around the world of Central Texas high school football. Midway and Killeen. Midway with the 42-26 lead as they're heading into the fourth quarter. Bryan and Temple right now in a battle, 7-7, tied up. Cedar Park up 35-21 on Lake Belton. Belton up 21-0 on Bryan Rudder. Gatesville up big 27. Somebody must have had the score wrong in that first half, so now they have the updated score. Gatesville up 27-7 on China Spring. Connally up 14-7 on Lorena. We said in pregame that game will be de facto kicking you out the playoffs if you lose in that game. West up 28-0 on Grosbeck. Fairfield's up 14-7 on Diable. Powell Westwood 7, T 21, and what could be a potential upset right there. Cameron Yo up 17-14 on Rockdale. Franklin with the 28-7 lead on McGregor. Clifton up 14-13 on Toller, and Bosqueville up 21-13 on Italy in this game. Well, folks, we're back here in the second half as we get Rocky and Wayne back on here. Coming out in this second half, looks like Waco High is going to start with the ball. Rock, what does Waco High need to do to start making this game competitive?
Hey, man, first off, they got to get some points on the board. In order for this to be a game, they got to score, and they got to score now. This is the most important drive of the game, in my opinion.
You see right away, they come right out, able to get some momentum moving down the field. As they pick up a first down here right out of the halftime break.
That's number 8, Lane Jones. Looks like his first carry of the game.
They're going to get it right back to him, give him another carry, and he's going to pick up some more positive yardage, 5 or 6 yards there that time.
Mr. Jones looked like he has a little snap to him, as they say.
Yeah, it looked like he came out of the locker room. One of them halftime speeches might have gave him some extra fire.
And they did exactly what you said, Rocky. They went no huddle, and they've been having success running the ball.
They're going to give him a chance down the field. This one, and what could have been an interception, goes through the hands of the defender.
And went through the hands of the wide receiver.
Everybody got a touch on that one is what it looks like.
That looked like a greased pig right there. Neither one of them could hold on to it. This is definitely 4-down territory as this third and 5. Even if they don't make it, I suspect they'll go for it.
Just the little things.
Oh, my God.
And a snap over the head. Once again, we've seen that a couple of times in this game. Snap over the head once again of the quarterback. So kind of forced them to be in a punt situation. After getting positive yardage, once again, on first and second down. And then the third down penalty or the third down miscue has kind of taken Waco High out of their rhythm so far in this game.
You can't beat yourself. And Waco High's, between the penalties and the missed snaps and things of that nature, they had another missed snap down here in a crucial situation in plus territory. So, I don't know. You got to be able to execute, and as the ball goes down, look like they're having a little tussle down there.
We'll see some flags fly up even before the tussle, so probably multiple penalties on this play as guys trying to keep their cool here. Down 22-0, just punting the ball back to University.
This is the kind of game that can get out of hand when it's a rivalry game. One of the teams are down big. Maybe this, the cheap shots start flying, and then, but again.
And that's when you say we may lose the game, but we ain't gonna lose the fight.
Yeah, but that's we can't have that. We can't have that.
He said, win the game. Lose the game, win the fight. Hey, shout out ODTX on YouTube said, can you do Permian versus Legacy, please? Hey, get in contact with somebody from Permian or Legacy, and maybe we'll see about that. Maybe put some details there in a DM or something over here on YouTube as the Trojans coming out here, 10-20 left to go in the third quarter. They're up 22-0 with a chance to pile on to this lead here.
Yeah, they're trying to deliver the knockout punch right now. Let's see what they come out and do. Waco High has been having success, but it's just the little things, the penalties, the snaps, just the little things that they hadn't been able to do right. And let's see if University can deliver the knockout punch.
This one's going to be a handoff right up the middle, and he'll be brought down after a short yardage gain of about 4 yards on a first down run.
Waco High showed a little fight on offense coming out of half. Let's see if they're going to show a little fight on defense. They really need to stop here if they're going to get back in the game.
Yes. Trojans come out here 2nd and 6 now after the run. Going to line up 4 wide receiver set, 1 man in the backfield with Nichols. And Nichols going to throw this one to the far side of the field. That one incomplete. Just couldn't connect that time with his receiver, London Smith, who has had a great first half of football.
Wayne, can you give me the philosophy behind throwing the ball across the hash to the wide side of the field?
I really can't give you the philosophy. I don't really understand it. As when I went to Waco High and I was in high school, we were running the ball. But when you get to the collegiate level and the professional level, you never want to throw that ball to the wide side of the field, especially in that.
I've seen it a couple times from both sides here. Is on third down. They get this one to London Smith. He stops, makes the guy miss twice, and then finally brought down as he gets to the 50-yard line. And number 1 is a bad man with the football in his hands. And he's showing it here once again, as he's done all season long.
Great route, great throw by Savoy, and resulted in about 30 yards for him.
And they try to go hurry up here, but flags are going to come out that stops the play. And looks like Another false start on University, and that's something we've seen too many times here tonight. But not only tonight, fellas, you guys both got a chance to watch University in person. Kind of been a theme of their season so far, especially in their 3 losses that they have so far this season.
Yes. Like you said, this is the second half of the season because preseason doesn't mean anything, or should I say non-district?
Yeah.
When you're talking about high school, but now when you get to this point of the season, all the little things that you've done and you messed up on, you should be able to.
That's a great takedown by Eric Taylor. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, all of those things that you should get out the way, and then you should be executing the ball, and everything should come normal with a flow and a rhythm.
Yeah, that was a tackle for loss by Eric Taylor Jr. At this point, Waco High's got to come up with a big play on defense. That's just the bottom line. They're going to have to. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop them. With 4 downs. Given 4 downs, I don't think they've stopped them but once all night. So here's an opportunity for them to stop them. This is 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
And can they stop them on 1st and 25? They got a touchdown. So
that is true. That is true. These are plays you got to try to get off the field. It's 3rd and 13. As the refs call out the plays, 3rd and 13 there. You got to try to come up with a stop here, but so far in this first, and I think University's only punted the ball once, and then they had a missed field goal as well. Those are the only 2 stops that have happened in the game so far. But Waco High with a chance to get one right here. Backed up behind the sticks now, 3rd and 13. See what University draws up here. If I had to guess, it's going to number 1.
I don't like both of these DBs here on the wide side of the field. One is 7 yards off, one is 8 yards off. Why not put one of those guys in there and man-to-man look like they got another penalty?
Another
if your receivers are lining up that wide outside on the field, they almost at the sidelines. It's only one way to go.
You give them inside leverage because ain't nothing else to do.
Well, yeah, because the middle of the field, that's what you're defending.
Yeah.
The sideline acts as another defender, so I wouldn't even – you can run down the field on the sideline all you want to because then the sideline acts as another defender, but the middle of the field is what you defend. I mean, look where they are.
3rd and even longer now, 3rd and 18 after another false start. Savoy drops back. He's going to let this one go across the middle of the field. He's got a guy wide open, and who is it? Number 1, who's going to walk into the end zone untouched, unscathed. Another Terry Black's touchdown for London Smith, his 3rd of the game, giving him a hat trick already in 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and that will be the knockout play.
Yeah, I mean his third and 18.
I believe.
See on the replay, they throw it 40 yards. They throw it the length of the field almost. Gets this one wide open down the field, touchdown.
But that makes your point, Walker. He's been throwing those balls over the head of the wide receiver. That one, he even took a little bit off of it just so he could have a chance at complete the pass. That was a great observation by you earlier in the game that when you have a guy that wide open, you got to give him a shot to catch the ball. You can't
and I mean wide open. That was another time we've seen him wide open.
Just like I just said, man, what are you defending? You're defending the middle of the field. They got guys lined up towards the sideline. So the middle of the field is wide open. I would throw that route too.
And what I didn't understand is they had a guy buzzing underneath the route, but they didn't have a guy over the top of the route.
And it was the exact same play that they had the false start on 2 plays ago. They line all the way up out to the outside, they bring London in, and then he goes up the middle of the field in the seam, and he's completely wide open. So another touchdown here for the Trojans, another Terry Black's touchdown. Also, got to give another shout-out, Just Soul Foods. That is Just Soul Food over there on the Saw. Make sure you guys go and check them out over there. Once again, that is Just Soul Food. Phone number 254-294-8558. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the weekends. You can catch them open until 6 p.m. as well. 810 LaSalle Avenue. Go and check it out. Ask for Jessica Horn, owner out there, and that is Just Soul Food Cafe. 29-0 now as the University Trojans trying to give that knockout punch, as you just said, Wayne. Up 29-0 now, getting the ball back to the Lions.
Yeah.
Can you knock somebody out with 8 minutes to go in the third period?
I think we'll see right here on the kickoff. The Trojans kick this one down the field. Kind of a short kick, going to go out of bounds, gives Waco High some better added field
Well,
position.
I think so, Rock. Let me tell you why. And I tell you why is because Waco High has been having this much success running the ball. Now, in order to catch up, you're going to have to throw the ball. You have to throw the ball. And it leaves you pretty much one-dimensional. And throwing the ball because now you're so far behind. In order to win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball.
Those of you who are still watching with us on YouTube, make sure you guys jump in the comments, man. Let us know what's going on, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in this game. If you're not watching on YouTube, you can go over to YouTube, Centex Sports TV over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, like and share this stream as well. Here come the Lions. They're going to start out with the ball on the 30-yard line after the kickoff. They had some success coming out early, right out of the locker room, running the football. We'll see if they go back to it here. 3 wide receiver set. One tight end in the backfield with the running back and quarterback as well. First down and 10. The hand is one off right up the middle, and he's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's hit right away and running in the middle of the field that hasn't seemed to work all night so far for the Lions.
Yeah, there was not much room. Not much room for the sophomore Amir Medlock. And he doesn't need much room because he's not a real big guy. But there was none there. He's going to get another crack at it here.
Big hit in the middle of the field there as he keeps his legs turning, though. Picks up a couple that time. Is going to bring it to another 3rd and long situation, though, here for the Lions, backed up in their own territory.
As we talk about this Waco High team, and they're going through a really rough season, and I look at their roster, they're playing a lot of sophomores. There's a lot of sophomores on the roster, and there's a lot of sophomores getting significant playing time. You see there the sophomore Amir just had a carry. They put in another sophomore.
Get on the screen here. It looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. He's still moving down the field, showing some speed that time. And he'll be brought down in University territory. And the ball is fumbled, goes out of bounds. But I think the possession will stay with Waco High because no one clearly recovered that play. And
again, that was the junior Zadarian Johnson on the catch. Middle screen that he was able to avoid the defender in the middle of the field. And then he got his boogie on all the way down to the 34-yard line where he was tackled. Unfortunately, fumbled, but the ball went out of bounds.
Here now on first down as they have their most momentum. Good run here from the Lions as they get down just short of the first down yard line.
I know Lane Jones sophomore Lane Jones hadn't had but a few carries, but you can see he has something. He has some feet. He has contact balance. He has a little wiggle.
He's young, so he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
I think that's what the strategy of Waco High and coaching staff and all. Let's play these guys while they're young, let them gain some experience, and next year there'll be something to look at.
You know, and he's a starter on defense. So,
if I think I'm not positive. I think his dad is Coach Jones that was at Midway for all those years. Even while I was there, this is Coach Jones' first year on the staff here at Waco High. And he's got a lot of sons. I'm not sure if that's all his older brothers all played defensive side of the ball as well. So not shocking for him to be on that side of football.
It looks like he got some running.
He got a little wiggle. I don't know if Lenoir and his other brother had a little wiggle like that on offense.
Lenoir, who played professional football.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
So
played for the Horned Frogs, didn't he?
Yeah, TCU Horned Frogs and the Oilers, I believe.
And the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns when he got there, man. Coach Jones, one of the coolest coaches we had at Midway when I was there as well. Shout out to Coach Jones.
Probably the only black coach y'all had for a long time.
Well, not shocking for you to guess that one. He was indeed the one and only. And here we go. We got a man out of the pocket as Gonzalez is going to get down. Or Alvarez, will get down after a couple of yards there on the scramble. Going to set up a third and manageable. Yeah.
You know, I'm glad to see that these lines are coming out down 29-0 with a little fight in them. If they can get on the board here, they can give themselves some hope. To be honest with you, but in these situations, time after time, they come up with an error. Let's see, can they execute it?
Well, my coach used to call it shoot yourself in the foot. So
yeah.
They don't shoot themselves in the foot.
3rd and 5. We'll see. They drop back to pass. It's going to let this one go quickly, and everybody seemed like knew what was happening there on the swing route. Number 16 for the Trojans. Colin Estelle been making plays all night. Gets back there quickly. Looks like he's seen that one coming. 4th down and 5 now, and I think we all know here is a must-go-for type of situation. This is one of the best field positions that Waco High has been in outside of them getting to the 2-yard line in the end of the first half.
They have number 23 in the backfield with Jordan.
They go back to that same screen once again, and
oh my goodness,
he's going to break this one off. What a play that time! As he makes a play, gets into the
helmet comes up.
Unfortunately, his helmet came off, but he did go the first. He did
got
go
enough to pick
down.
up the first.
That's a bad man and a bad run by Zadarian Johnson. That's the kind of play that can inspire a team and get them in the end zone. They got to execute down here, though, and not make that fatal error like they made time after time. When you think about this game, if they could have just executed the time they got down close, right?
Yeah.
They could be in this ball game.
Absolutely. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Shifty play and a shifty run that time by Marshall. He'll be brought down after about a 5 or 6 yard gain.
I'm not going to give that name a chance.
I just said Marshall. I didn't want to play around with it.
Look, yeah, he named after his mama and his daddy, I'm sure.
Hey, Marshall picks up a first down run. Second down and 4 now, and the flag is going to come out, pre-snap penalty that I believe will go against the offense.
Yeah, Mr. Marshall there made a real shifty move. Looked like he was on skates. See, I used to see that move at the skating rink back in the day. You know, slide to the left, slide to the right.
Which skate ring was it for y'all back when you was going to the skate ring?
World, skate World.
Okay, I was just making sure. I didn't know which one. You know, Bell Mead got him one, and then it's the one that's been there in Waco for a minute. Second down now, back him up a few yards after the penalty backs him up 5 yards. Second down and 9 now. They'll hand this one off and tried to get that same shifty move that time in the backfield from Marshall, but University
down
was ready.
Here, I like a bigger back down here. So I would have liked the plays down here to go to Lane Jones. Mr. Marshall is shifty, but Lane Jones can give you that forward body lean that comes in real handy right now. But we have third down. And just like I said, he's going to lean on somebody.
He gets all the way down to the 1 yard line of Lane Jones.
First and goal.
He's coming out toting it here in this second half. Gets him all the way down. First down and goal now with the ball on the 1 yard line. Waco High going to go in a hurry up. They're going to get it right back to Jones. And Jones going to find his way into the end zone. Will not be denied. And gets a Terry Black touchdown here. That is Lane Jones, the sophomore. Comes out and gets the first points up here on the board for the Lions.
He's got some snap. Now, it wouldn't be surprising if he has some professional athlete in his pedigree, considering the kind of snap he has at such a young age.
No doubt. Good run.
And he's not a small young man.
No, he's not. He looks like somebody that plays on defense. He gets the ball here and scores, give the Lions their first touchdown of the game as they get the extra point through the uprights. It's going to make it 7-29. They're trying to chip away at this lead, 29-7. First, it's got to start with the stop. U-Dogs getting ready to come back here on the field. Get you guys some quick scoring updates as we like to do here on Friday Night Flex. A lot of people finishing up early. See, it's 8 o'clock. You're going to get a chance to get back, catch you the news, maybe watch you a little Friday Netflix show or something like that, as most of these games are going to be over pretty quick as everybody started early tonight. Final score in Killeen, 49-26. Midway gets a win. Cedar Park up 35-21 on Lake Belton. Still 27-7 lead for Gatesville over the China Spring Cougars. Connally, 14-7 lead over Lorena. Fairfield is up 28 points right now. Teague and Powell Westwood. Teague still holding on to their lead there against Powell Westwood. The Yeoman and Rockdale in a battle, 24-21. Franklin up 35-7 on McGregor. Bosqueville wins 21-13 over Italy. As we see the U-Dogs coming back up here to line up on the field. Now that they've got some of that momentum going on the offensive side, Rock, some of that transfer over to the defensive side of the ball here.
Hey, man, you know, defense is the defense can be driven by emotion. again. However, you have to stay on your assignment. You can't get beat deep like you got beat, and you got to execute the tackle when you get a chance. Again, Waco High is back. They're making an effort to get back in the game. They're not back in until they close this game within 2 touchdowns. But again, it's 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They stop University here, get a score. They can make this game a game. They can make this contest a game if they're able to get another score here soon.
On the short kick here, he'll be brought down what it looks like just short, just past the 25-yard line and about the 26. I mean, if you think back to Waco High's last couple of defensive stands, last time they had it on 3rd and 20. They allowed a touchdown to London Smith. The time before that is 1st and almost 30, and they allow a touchdown to London Smith. The defense has been playing decent. They just got to keep quick getting beat by London Smith, and they'll be right in the game.
Well, at this point, I'd put 3 on London, and I'll let the other 8.
I'm taking my chances.
With the other 8. I'm not going to let him get me again.
Nah.
Here.
He's got him in the worst possible situations, too. I mean,
you're down here, what was it? I want to say 3rd and probably 4 or 5, and they run the screenplay. You're 1st and 25 here, and he gets you with a deep pass.
Well, they ain't going to stop throwing the ball. So
Savoy drops back to pass once again. Tries to get this one downfield, goes out of bounds, just couldn't get to him. And some pressure that time by this Waco High defense, and that might be what they need to try to stop this offensive force of University.
Yeah, they need. Like I say, I commit to completely nullifying London Smith. I'll do what it takes, whether it be. I'm surprised they're not putting somebody up on the line against him and then having a guy over the top. Looks like they may be trying to do something like that here, and just trust my defense to because no one else up to this point has provided any threat, and that's Lane Jones again on defense. Flexing his muscle and putting his mark on the game. As a sophomore, he's playing really well tonight. He's made several outstanding plays.
3rd down and 10 now. Chance for the Waco High defense to try to get off the field. 3rd and 10. Same formation. Wide outside.
What are you defending?
This time, ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. Big time play made by this Lions defense as they bat this one down. Hard to bat down a pass from a 6'6" quarterback. It's probably taller than everybody out there on the field.
Well, like I say, you get to touching on the quarterback, that offense changed.
They put him in a punt situation, a must punt situation.
First punt we've seen since, I believe, the very first drive
I keep my eye
for
on
University.
The punter, because this would be the first time in this drive that London Smith will touch the ball.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
Punt.
Yeah. And I'm not.
And Waco High's thinking similar to you, as they got everybody right here in the box. Seen a man running on the field late. No flags.
Come on, cover the ball. Get the ball and run it.
Picks the ball up and gets down the sideline. He was listening to you, Rock, as he moved down the sideline. You see a very, very late flag coming in from the very far side of the field here. And we'll see what the line judge calls this time.
On London's first punt of the game, it was a very short punt, but it rolled almost 20 yards. They just gave up 20 yards of field position that they could have used early in the game. I didn't want them to lose. They were in positive territory. Just pick the ball up and get what you can, but he did much better than that. He was able to pick it up and run for a few yards. There's a penalty.
Holding number 16 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty is foul. First down.
They lose a little bit of that yardage after a penalty for holding on the receiving.
Still have it at the 45, so that's still a great start.
Great field position.
I'd let Lane Jones get a breather and let him carry the ball again.
They're going to come back out here 1st and 10. Waco High's got a little bit of momentum now. They get their first score of the game. Now they've got the ball right back a minute later. They hand this one off up the middle, and looks like Marshall once again. Marshall going to pick up some positive yardage. Couldn't get north and south that time, though. A little bit east and west, and I think that was Medlock. They got the carry.
Face mask. Looks like a face mask.
During the run, personal foul, face mask, number 21 of the defense, 15-yard penalty at the end of the run. By rule, it's a first down, Waco.
First down for Waco High after the face mask penalty. So They get a penalty on their side, and they get a penalty that's going to help them out now, moving them into Trojan territory with 1.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Look like this is where the drive should have started to begin with.
Yeah. They get the yardage back that they missed out on, and now we'll see where do they go with their offense. 1.5 minutes left to go in the third. They're going to move all the way to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Come out 3 wide receiver set. They're going to hand this one back off to Medlock once again. Medlock going to have enough to pick up a few yards. Flag coming out from the back judge. Yeah, in the lane of holding is what this one looks like. That could go against Waco High. And then move right back to where they just were a second ago. Looks like neither team able to get off of that penalty bug here so far tonight. Both teams heavily penalized. One team has London Smith, though, is what it looks like through this first part of the game, because he's been
the difference.
Yeah, he has been the difference in this game for sure for the University Trojans. Now backed up.
You guys make a great observation. You put him on either team,
and
he'll tip the balance.
He's swinging the momentum. Either way he goes. 1st down and 20 now after the penalty. They're backed up. Going to give the ball right back to Medlock. Medlock able to get to the second level. Gets a good run there on 1st and 20. A much needed about 8-yard run on 1st down and 20. Gives you a second down that's slightly manageable now with about 50 seconds left to go.
Well, I want to tell you how completely wrong I was. I thought they would have to put the ball in there, but they've been running the ball with much success.
A lot of success running the ball right now. They get it right back. Now fake, and he's seen it come and pick, and this one is going to go all the way to the house, the other way, to the 10, and a touchdown for the Trojans as they get on the board. Once again, another Terry Black's touchdown. This time comes from a turnover. That pick six, they've been waiting on that all night.
Yeah, Laquan Hughes Jr. Baited him on that one, and he jumped it as soon as it let go. It looked like the ball was intended for him once he let it go.
And there's a flag on the field. We're going to see which way this is going. Is this on the return of the interception? Is this previous to the interception?
Maybe not. Is that number 9?
Celebration.
Yeah, he did. No, that's number 9, Jeremiah Green, looks like.
And Green has got multiple interceptions on the year. I believe he had 4 or 5 last year.
That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
And kind of when it rains, it pours right there, is that's going to go against Waco High on there. And they've been baiting that pick. I mean, Waco High has, I don't want to say predictable, but it's been run, throw the out route, run, throw the out route. And each time they've thrown that out route, it's been almost intercepted. And this time, Jeremiah Green, the wrong guy you want to see get his hands on the ball. I think he's already got a pick 6 this year. And I believe he's got a few picks on the year and last year as well. So he's not the guy that you want to throw the ball near to, especially on a flat route like that. Yeah. And he's able to get it, takes it all the way back to the house for another touchdown, 36-7 Trojans.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that. You could have just handed the ball off.
Yeah.
When you've been having success with it anyway. I mean, my God, he was waiting on that. He was waiting on that all night. Like you said, very predictable passing game.
And here's my. What do you think about this one? In that situation, if you're going to throw the ball, why throw it for a 5-yard play? Why not throw the ball down the field and score?
And that's the problem.
If you want 5 yards, hand it off.
And that's the problem I have. Like, the one pass that we see him took a shot at and threw deep, it got him to the 2-yard line. Mm-hmm. And we hadn't seen that for the rest of the night. Everything else has been intermediate and short routes, and that's what resulted in that touchdown. Just the immediate route, something that you expect, something totally predictable that you can run under and you can
and one thing
turn
about
the balance of the game.
I think the safety's going to be right there because he's in run support, isn't he? Mm-hmm. He's not backed up because guess what? No one's running deep. He's trying to help, tackle
that's the deal.
Marshall and Jones and
you got to understand what you're defending.
Johnson.
You got to understand what you're defending because they hadn't took a shot all night. They hadn't been threatening them deep all night. So what you do as a defensive back, you sit on the ball and you wait for one to come your way and you take it the other way.
You see it all the time on every level of football called keeping them honest. We're going to throw a couple deep just to make sure you guys, even if we don't get it, we got to keep you honest though. Yeah. And we've seen almost both safeties in the box the whole night here for University. And they've been waiting on that pick. Could have had a couple of them, honestly.
Yeah. Because if that's an out and up, that's a touchdown.
Yeah. No one's back there.
Yeah, nobody's back there. But when you're predictable and you throw that ball and that's all you've been doing, hey.
They make them pay that time for the Trojans as they get back out here to get another score. Waco High now with the ball. Offense had some momentum, and it's kind of tough trying back on that field after you get some momentum
that play
going.
right there is demoralizing.
But that's what I'm coming back with, though. I'm going to see if he sit on it again, though. I have to take my chances because he's settling his feet. So, now.
Look at the safeties in the pre-snap before the ball was even snapped. Everybody's in the box. Only guys not in the box is the two corners out there. Everybody else
and they're running to the box.
And they're running directly to the box, to the liking of University here so far. But they pick up another 4 or 5 yard run. And
but at this point, there's no reason to throw at this. I mean, unless you're going to throw for points. You know what I mean? But, like, you run the ball here.
You're in the fourth quarter now.
Takes them into the fourth. Hey, folks, we want to thank everybody that's been watching with us. We're going to take a quick break here, the quarter break. 36-7 is the score here for the Trojans with the lead. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this short break.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness.
Get back to the action. Here's Waco High's got the ball coming out to start this fourth quarter, 2nd and 6. A run play back to Jones was successful, but a penalty comes back out here on the field for holding. It's going to back him up. Start pulling. If you're University, start pulling guys at this point, and you're getting ready. It's going to be another district win for them as you're close to closing out district now.
You want to give everybody opportunity to play in this game. Cross-town rivalry games. It creates memories, so you want all the guys to be able to play.
I just want to give some guys some shine. We hadn't called their names much, but the defensive line, we got Carlos Williams, we got Christian Downey.
See a run here that's going to be stopped in the backfield as they'll finally take him down well after the whistle was blown. But stop him in the backfield, going to bring up a 3rd and very long.
Number 25 for the U-Dogs, Michael Soros. There's a lot of guys showing up in that defensive line for those guys. Not much room.
Definitely been playing great. Shout out to Anthony Jones, says, watch it from Oak Cliff. Let's go, PJ, number 77, Waco High, the next great lineman.
Okay.
Here now, 3rd down and backed up here. It's got a man open, and this one is going to be picked off once again, going the other way off of a tip pass. He's going to try to take this thing all the way to the house. He's going to be brought down on a tough tackle there, just short of the 10-yard line. Another interception. This time is Darryl Stewart. And the first couple of times that they threw that pass, they got picked on the previous one. Darryl Stewart was the guy there. He just wasn't able to get the pick. Now he gets his hands on the pick, gets the ball to University.
Well, that wasn't the quarterback's fault there.
No.
That was a tip pass.
Yeah.
That probably should have been caught.
University will get the ball back even after the penalty. Another interception, and Waco High did a good job of not turning the ball over in the first half, even though they weren't able to put points up. They weren't turning the ball over, and we've seen the wheels kind of come off here now in the second half as they've had multiple turnovers back to back.
I did, the Waco High has come out here and honestly, even though they had 2 penalties, they played actually better, it seems like, in the second half. They've been much more competitive. They were able to get points on the board. They were able to force a punt. That interception really
And I agree with you. They came up and put points on the board. They've been playing hard. And they've been successful running the ball in the whole quarter. The whole third quarter.
To get this ball back to Brown here for the Trojans, and he's going to try to run this thing, as I'm sure University going to try to run out as much clock as they can. Shout out Emily Vorp, said watching from Waco, Texas, Waco High English teacher. Definitely thank you for doing your job, man, because teachers do not get enough recognition nowadays, for sure. Thank you for tuning in with us here. Centex Sports Network. We got about 10 minutes left in the game. The U-Dogs in full control of this one. And as they close this game out or get close to closing this game out, fellas, they've got Brenham next week. So University can celebrate victory tonight that they're close to getting, but they've got the toughest test they're going to have all season long next week. That's going to be the district championship game pretty much.
Hey, Wayne, they're going to get on that bull.
Yeah, that's
is that a different bull?
Yeah, no, that's, and when we describe the bull, it's like riding a mechanical bull getting ready to ride a real bull. It's a whole big difference from riding a mechanical bull to going out and riding a real bodacious.
And Bodacious coming to town next week as they got Brenham undefeated on the season, undefeated in district play. Brenham looking like the best team in district. University right there with them, though, as they're close to closing out this game. And this one's going to go all the way to the house, seeing a few flags fly out.
Yeah, this one's going to come back.
This one looks like it's going to come back and mess up a great touchdown dance there from Ray Brown as he hits him with a little bit of Thriller. But I think this one is coming back.
Now our sales manager, Anthony, said that Bodacious isn't the only dangerous bull. What's
Bushwhacker.
Bushwhacker.
I'll never forget that name. That's what he told me, and I'm gonna actually go on YouTube and see what I can see, because I seen the YouTube Bushwhacker. I seen the documentary, probably one of the most famous bulls ever, but I want to see Bushwhacker. So.
Y'all pulling out all these old names. If y'all would have told me Bushwhacker and Bodacious, I wouldn't have thought y'all was talking about some bulls.
Hey, those aren't stage names.
University now backed up after the penalty. 2nd and 12. They're going to hand this thing off once again. This time going to the other side of the field, and we're going to see another flag coming out onto the field once again for University. And you just want both sides to get out of this one clean at this point. No injuries, as University's playing for something much bigger next week, as we were just alluding to, and what will be the de facto district championship game against Brenham.
Yeah, this game right here is, it's for the most part, unless something miraculous happens, the outcome of this game has been decided. I think Waco High has played really hard up to this point. I think University has shown that they are explosive, but they have a lot that they can improve on in this game. The coaches, I think, have a lot that they can go in and say that they can do better, especially the penalties.
Right. It's always a teaching moment in football. It's nothing ever perfect. So both teams will have a lot to talk about, and I can see that both teams have played hard because they are crosstown rivals. And I'm really proud of Waco High the way they came out and played. Even though they're going to take a defeat, they did play hard. They kind of shot themselves in the foot with all the penalties and the turnovers, but they have played hard, and that's one thing I can say about Waco High.
We're here in WISD Stadium on what is a pretty historic night, not only for Waco High, but Waco High versus University, but Coach Love was honored at halftime. Great job of 44 years here in the WISD program. You two both got a chance to play for the great Coach Johnny Tusa. Was he one of those coaches that when it seems like you're up big in the fourth quarter, he starts to get harder on the team and doesn't want you to take any plays off and stay focused?
Well, one thing I don't like about Coach Tusa is if you're a starter, I don't care how much you were up. You're up 50-0, you still in the game. You still in the game, and you still going to play. And shout out to Coach Love. Coach Love was my secondary coach when I was playing ball for the Lions, and a great guy. And congratulations to him. A great long career in WISD, and I wish him the best.
Yeah, Coach Love, he was a great coach and a great mentor and a tremendous man. You know, he touched so many lives as a coach and would later become the principal of Waco High, and now serves as the AD here as he retires. He's going to be really missed in this district because there are not many men left like him in the district. You know, we've had some great coaches, the Price brothers, Sam and Tom. Yeah. We've also had Coach Bishop, a tremendous man as well. It's just, you know, guys, Coach Grazier, even though he wasn't my position coach, but he was one of my favorite coaches, just an incredible man, and never had a bad thing to say, always uplifting. Coach Grazier was one of those guys when Coach T chew on you, he love on you. You know what I mean? He'll help you lick your wounds. And so we had you know, that's one of the things that we took for granted for as being part of Coach T's program is that we thought that everybody had the experience of being coached by quality men. And I've come to find out that wasn't necessarily the case. I actually played football under coaches that did not curse us to call us names.
Much different from, I guess, what you can see now a little bit is they're going to take another chance down the sideline and almost had him, man. I mean, there were two guys there, y'all. They did put two guys on London Smith, and he's still finding a way to get past both of those guys as well, man. So London Smith still out here doing his thing. Let's see. Shout out to Damon Rumpf. It's some of my kin folks. Shout out to you guys, son. Y'all doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Hey, appreciate you. Damon, come holler at me, man, for sure. We got to talk about your Cowboys going to Denver, man, so come holler at me for sure. The Cowboys got a big game coming up. Second down and 10. 7 minutes left to go. They're going to run this ball once again here. And you guys were just speaking to Coach Love, and all the great coaching staff that he's got a chance to be a part of, and just seeing multiple decades of Waco ISD athletics, I think is always a great feat because so many changes from I believe, 81 from when he started his coaching tenure all the way to 2025. I mean, astronomical changes just in how sports are run and how the things you need to provide for your team, man. So definitely shout out to Coach Love for being able to adapt.
And one of the reasons why we're here today is because Coach Love gave us an opportunity to come in here and stream this game. I want to thank Coach Love, Rodney Smith, Ed Tropham for being very accommodating as we got this thing together and tremendous. I'm sure this won't be the last time we're at WISD today.
For sure.
We wanted to do an in-studio show so that we could cover more teams, get more more coverage. But as this season kind of winds down, you may end up seeing us broadcast more games, and it may be right even here from WISD Stadium.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that we definitely can be a part of that, man. I would love to, and like Rocky said, shout out to all of those that were involved in helping us be able to get to do this broadcast, man, of this great game of University versus Waco High as well. Shout out to all the fans, too. I see guys sticking around here, man, and staying. And that's more about the culture of the two schools getting a chance to play each other than it is just a football game, man. A lot of nostalgia every time these two line up against each other. Savoy's going to drop back here on first down.
Still throwing the ball.
Yeah. And London's still open as he gets another interception. Tried to get another catch there, right there, but great play made by the Lions to be able to get that interception. Taylor Freeman got that interception.
And why are you putting the ball in the air right now when you got a 29-point lead? I don't understand. And with 5-6 minutes left to go in the game, that's injury to insult, I would think. I mean, that's kind of pouring it on a little bit.
And we played for a coach, Wayne, that would never do that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Matter of fact, we had the ability to crush teams, and Coach T would often put the second and third team offense, but leave the first team defense in, of course.
But he didn't want to get scored on.
No. Giving scores up wasn't part of the plan. But when you talk about, when you talk about respecting your opponent, when you're talking about, being a good sportsman, I think in games like this, it's especially important that you are respectful of your opponent and that you don't try to rub it in. Because guess what? This thing could switch.
Yeah, and
it has switched.
And it's going to switch.
It's going to switch.
I see great things out of Waco. I think this last hire that Coach Love made, I think is going to kind of be the guy that get Waco High over the hump. I really, truly believe that. I see them being something to talk about in the future.
No, for sure. This Waco High program is not going to – you guys just said, this thing switches back and forth. Waco High will be good, University will be bad, then it'll switch, and it's going to go back and forth. It's going to be flipped around here coming up soon. Or we're going to get – I see something sooner happening, which is both schools being really competitive, and then that's going to make for some really, really good football in this district.
Well, this is what I'll say. London Smith is going to graduate. Savoy Nichols is going to graduate. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so there's no guarantee that another Savoy Nichols or London Smith is going to walk through that door.
Yeah, for sure.
So, with the history of these schools, we know that they have a legacy of great players, but let's be perfectly honest. The preponderance of the dominant players in football, there is no comparison. Of course, they have LaDainian Tomlinsons, the Parrish Cox, the Rodney Smiths, the Wayne Rogers. They have all those guys. But when we talk about the guys at Waco High, I could start right now, and then I wouldn't stop naming guys.
We can walk right over there across the middle of the field in that building, and it's going to be pictures up of them, including this guy sitting next to us, all sitting in that building.
So if past history is in the future of future success, then you got to realize that there are going to be some guys that walk through those halls of Waco High that they're going to be able to play, and they could be just as good as London Smith and Boy Nichols as well. So we would always want to be respectful when we're playing each other. And I told Jalen that even Coach T, once we became 5A, I think Coach T lost interest in playing this game against University. He didn't think we had anything to gain by playing University.
He just stopped for a while.
Yeah, and he fully realized that one day Waco High was going to lose to University because that's just how it works. You're not going to beat anybody forever. And he certainly didn't want it to happen under his watch, and it didn't. No. But he didn't see there was a lot to gain. Now that they're district foes,
see that matchup a lot.
You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice now. Yeah. But back in the day, it was totally one-sided because Waco High University went through this spell where they didn't win a game for a few years, and Waco High.
When I was in high school, they didn't win a game for a couple years.
You say it's back and forth.
Yeah, over the decades, it's going to flip and flop between these two schools.
Like I say, Rodney Smith, when he was head coach at University, broke the streak.
Yeah, he
against
did.
Kwame Cavill, 2 alumnus. Kwame Cavill being a Waco High alumnus.
Yeah.
Rodney Smith being a University alumnus. They had a battle here one night. I was there, and the streak was broken. It was probably one of the saddest days of my life. Because it was a point of pride that those guys had never beat us since consolidation. And we never. And though they had great players that played, they knew that we were the rooster in the pen. They looked at us as an understanding that we were the dominant program in the city. But obviously, like you witnessed here tonight, that's changed. Time has changed. And hopefully we can get back to some level of success here in Waco. And I really hope these guys, because tonight they played really hard.
They did.
And I hope they can get their a victory this season, because I'd hate for this season to end with these guys being winners.
Yeah, I hope they can get one on the schedule here. Shout out Anthony Jones on YouTube. Say quick shout out to my DeGreat family that came through Waco High. Eric, Marcus, Rashad, Torrey, just to name a few. And I'm sure it's been another 75 DeGreats that also went to Waco High.
They didn't lose the weight. They didn't lose the University.
Torrey was a beast, and I played with a guy, Dahl, with DeGreat. And that's
his uncle, correct?
And so, I mean, man, bunch of the great guys, and then the Willises too. They all cousins, so those guys were great football players.
Victor Smith was a bad man too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. Old Vic, yeah.
Shout out to all our alum watching this game from either University or Waco High. Drop some names in the comments here. We got a couple minutes left. Drop some of them names in the comments of those great Waco High or great university players that you guys got the chance to watch or maybe are watching right now. Appreciate you guys for tuning in with us as we're getting ready to wrap up the night here with a minute 40 and some change here left to go. I would really, really love to see this university team get a chance to have a good playoff run this year. They've got to the playoffs the last couple of years, but lost in the first round. Coach Charles Foster said that was one of the main things that he wanted to be able to change was get some victories in the playoffs because this team is playoff bound. As you see them running the reverse here to the other side of the field, but multiple flags flying out, but he's still making some dudes miss out there as well. Good run.
Well, a reverse with under 2 minutes.
It's getting personal now.
Yeah, that's personal.
That's personal. This has gotten personal. You're running a reverse.
Yeah, I mean, because you can basically kneel the ball right there.
I thought that's where it was going.
Get the game over with.
Our compadres next door to us still trying to run it up a little bit is what it looks like, but that play will be coming back. Just 109 left, probably see a couple of kneels or maybe just a couple of runs here now with 109 left to go in this game. Hey, folks, we want to thank everybody that's watched with us here on this Friday Night Flex. We've had 2 really good weekends in a row. Getting a chance last week to head out to the great city of Marlin, Texas. Now back here in the great accommodations of WISD Stadium.
I seen the light bulb go up over the CEO's head, so I don't know where you guys may be next week.
I don't know either, and I'm sure we'll get that information to you guys.
Unfortunately, I won't be with you guys. Yeah. I have a previous appointment.
Oh, okay.
I'll be on
in the Maldives.
No,
okay.
I won't.
Yeah, he's always on some.
You can't catch Rocky, man. He's gonna be out of town.
Hopefully, I'll be on that blackjack table.
Okay.
Like that.
In Las Vegas, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You in a great city to go to.
Well, we gonna miss you. I'm gonna say you did enough talking today for the next 2 weeks.
So, hey, Anthony Jones in the comments said, I seen LaMarcus McDonald, Kevin Emmanuel, Vince Carter, Marvin Mullins, Umoja Gibson, and DeMarcus Carter. He shouted out, gave some really good names.
I know all those guys.
Yeah.
All those guys got to play on the next level. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out Moser. He's still playing right now overseas. I think playing basketball. Came out of university here. So definitely, hey, those are some great names, Anthony, that you dropped there in the comments. Definitely some legends.
And just to shout out a recent Waco University alumnus. I saw him getting his championship ring on TV the other night.
Shout out
Kenrich Williams. Great kid. Comes back here and puts on a camp.
Yes.
Here in town, man. Just a great guy, and it was really, really delightful to watch him during the ring ceremony, and it was great. But guys, this was in the books.
This one is in the books. 36-7 is our final score here tonight in WISD Stadium. Ending a little bit early, fellas. 8:40, and we'll be able to get back to the house. You might be able to get home. Waterburger line might be not as long. Not that we got to go. We had this great Terry Blacks, as we want to thank our sponsors for tonight. Terry Blacks with the great food, man. Shout out Anthony for making that happen. Pulled us some Houdini stuff to get the Terry Blacks down here to us. Shout out to Just Soul Food as well, Just Soul Food and Cafe. And always shout out to RJ's Bargain Center as well, folks. 36-7 is our final score here as we get ready to wrap up Friday Night Flex. We want to thank everybody that's tuned in with us. We'll be back here next week. We don't know exactly where the show will be from, but we know there will be Friday Night Flex tomorrow or next week at 6 o'clock. So thank you to everybody that watched with us. Shout out once again to all of our sponsors, RJ Bargain Center, Just Soul Food and Cafe, and Terry Blacks. And fellas, we are getting ready to sign off here tonight from Jalen Gillis, Wayne Walker, and Rocky Miller. Thank you guys for tuning in to Centex Sports Network. We will see you guys next time. Everybody have a great weekend.
Peace.
is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.